Hey YouTube, Velocity here, and welcome back to Super Danganronpa Another 2. We are just gonna get straight into this, dude. We're finishing this game. I thought I'd never see you again. It all happened so suddenly. There's still a lot I don't know, and nothing's been resolved yet, but you're alive. You're alive and I found you again. Yeah, it's nice to see you again, Yuriko. Would you let me go first? I'm drowning in your arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to do it on purpose. I'm just so happy. After that, Yuriko seemed to calm down a little and walked back carefully. Arms, legs, head, torso. Nothing looks to be out of the ordinary. What? But... oh, yeah, that's... yeah. Yeah. It all just felt like a long dream. Like an unpleasant experience moving in a body that's not yours. Probably because I found out the truth. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Why am I still alive? Why have I returned to the virtual world? Yeah, they said that I was dead. It's not too late to think about the future. But for now, let's focus on the present. What did you say? It's nothing, I'm just mumbling to myself. Rather, Yuriko, it's the monocruise. Why are we back at the monocruise? Monocruise said that it's possible to recover something if there's backup data for it, but no details. That's right. Yuriko, those people over there. Yeah, Tsurugi. What? It's them. Are you really her? Akane Tyria. What are they doing in the virtual world? Just answer the question. Don't you already know the answer? You know more about me than I do. Even though it's just virtually, I never thought I'd see you again. Now I've answered your question, answer mine. Tsurugi, Rei, why are you... No, it's just not you two. Yuriko's here. Why are you all back? Finally, they escaped this virtual hell and they returned to the real world. Why the hell did you bring them back, knowing everything Mikado has done to them? Sora, wait, we're here to... I've been waiting. Great. Why does he look like that? Oh my god, freaking golden wind. I'm Mikado Sonochi of a dream for divine luck. Dude, are you kidding me? They put a freaking JoJo reference in this? No one's laughing, Mikado. This is not a good... Did nobody get my No, I got your reference, Mikado. Don't worry. After all the work it took to look this elegant, this is the reaction? Wasn't this spectacular? Someone say something. Oh my gosh. Sheesh, that's it. I'm done. I was trying to lighten the mood and give a little atmosphere to this dull place. Anyway, if this is your first time, welcome to Utsurushima. And for those returning, welcome back. No one cares. Well, I mean, it's not an island anymore. It's just a monocruise flying 5,000 meters in the sky. 5,000 meters? The cruise is in the sky? What about it? This is a virtual world, so why not make the finale worthwhile? More importantly, Iraha, you're here? Of course I am. You called me here. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to go back. What did you call them for? Mikado Sonochi, I've met your demands. I'm in the Neo Road program. Now hand over Yuki. Where is he exactly? Everybody's in such a hurry. I'll just say what you're all thinking. I'll fix everything, so listen carefully. Before we begin, I will promise one more time. I swear to everybody here, if you follow my instructions as told, nobody will be harmed. That's a lie. You're definitely lying. I heard a little fly buzzing around. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. There's only one reason I called you. To start another class trial. Class trial. It's been a while since I heard that name. Sora, Yuriko, and Iraha have already heard the explanation of my plan, correct? That's simply it. They just need to finish what we started and clear the class trial. Simple. Hey, so all the trials before have been to find the culprit of a murder. Where's the body? In the corridor? I already explained this to Sora, but this court session will be a little different. Some things are going to change. In the final class trial, we will discuss the truth of it all. My plan, Void's plan, and divine luck. You will all solve the riddles I have laid before you. How would it benefit you to let us do that? That's not important. All that's important is that you do it. After all, it's a class trial. There should be some discussion, right? What a mess. Also, since we have our two guests joining in, I'll add something about Tyria, too. What? Why did you mention Tyria? Our two guests wouldn't know, but in the last class trial, they couldn't find the culprit. What? My dear Tyria, unfortunately was made a victim of the last murder case just before the Foundation arrived. The execution to the spot was stopped due to their intrusion. We still don't know the identity of the cruel, savage criminal who killed Tyria. When you... Dude, shut up! That's ridiculous. You were the one who killed Tyria. I know. It was a joke. That's not a joke. There's no reason to discuss it. But since I have an agreement with the Kisaragi Foundation, consider it a bonus. So in addition to discussing the truth, we can also talk about the death of Tyria. Now it's like a real class trial. The Foundation guys and I don't know anything about Tyria's case. Don't worry. It won't just be a random discussion. You know, there's always an investigation time before a class trial. So that means, yes, in order to make up for the lack of knowledge in this trial, I've hidden various clues throughout the monocruise. So you can all just investigate as usual. Originally, I decided to let Monochrome make the announcements. Also, we have luxury guests added to our roster. This will make for a beautiful ending. So go through the monocruise and find all the clues. Due to the absence of Monochrome, after a certain amount of time, I will do the announcement instead. That's all for my explanation. Does anybody have any questions? Wait, human garbage. Where is Yuki? Oh, right, Yuki. Tsurugi, you're always talking about Yuki. Could he be the love of your life? Oh my god. See that again and I'll fucking kill you. Don't be scared. You don't have to worry. Yuki isn't going to be running away anywhere. In fact, it will be impossible for him to escape. What? Didn't I tell Sora and the others? I took Yuki's mind and put it some— Dude, that doesn't make sense! You can't do that. What? Not that he did anything wrong, but he's in the trial grounds. Of course he's alive and in a stable condition. If you want to see Yuki that bad, you can always skip the investigation and head straight to the tower. Everything you're after is all in one room. Everybody's finally quiet. Are there any more questions? If there's no more questions, let's get started. This will be the class trial that ends everything. Oh, and including the guests, there's 6 people here. There might be much to discuss amongst the people you have not spoken to before. And there can even be some bad blood between some of you. Yeah, there's a lot of bad blood between a lot of us. But you must be certain that you are not enemies. At least not until the trial is concluded. Everybody's combined strength will be your greatest weapon to clear this trial. I think you are all seasoned in class trials, so I'm sure you already know this. You talk too much. Can I just go now? Huh, what I mean to say is you should all come together to fight my great despair. It cannot be done if you're all being cautious about each other. You must fight together to the end. That's what I was saying. Like, these people have been through so much, and they definitely hate some of the others. Like, some of these people hate each other. But they have to work together, or they're not going to win. As Saibai said, we've been talking too long. Let's get started right away. There's no time to limit your investigation. Do your best to investigate. I'll call you when you're ready. Wish you a good fight. See you later. He just admitted it. He's a great despair. After all, he's that kind of person. The last class trial. Everything we're after is in the class trial grounds. I don't know why this has all happened, but I have to find the truth and escape this place. We've come this far, so... Let's go, Ray. Wait, Tsurugi. Hey, are your legs okay? The wheelchair you had before isn't here. Is it because of the virtual world? Tsurugi. I'm not going to agree with Mikado, but I do think we should all work together. There's something you should know. I still don't know why Mikado's letting us do this, but he's still out there. Things are just going as he expected because his plan is almost finished. He's way too confident. His pride is showing through the roof. That's why it will take our combined power to be able to beat Mikado. What are you talking about? Huh? Maybe the others, but I have nothing to say to you. What? You really think you're in the same position as the others? You're nothing more than the ghost of Akane Tyria. You'll disappear along with the virtual world. What a dick! What did you just say? Why should I speak to a ghost? You're a criminal. If you understand, do not speak to any of us again. If you're planning on investigating, do it yourself. Tsurugi. What's wrong, Ray? Are you sympathizing with the words of a dead person? I didn't say that. But what? No, I don't think we should talk here. Let's talk while we investigate. Hey, Director, I'm going alone. It'd help us get the most information, yeah? Be a good tool and get information for its master. Get out quick. Dude! Whatever, Kinjo. Whatever, dude. Come on, Ray. I don't like this, yeah. Wait, And now it's us 3. Great. It's scary to group together. Well, I'm gonna leave too. What is Iroha gonna do on her own? She's not gonna investigate. Sora. Sora, are you even listening? Huh? Oh, Yuriko, you haven't left yet? I thought you wanted to go together. No, I didn't mean it like that. I just thought you'd go investigate solo as well. I want to go with you. Maybe Tsurugi is right. I'm just the ghost of a... No, come on. Even if we get out of here, I probably can't come with you. Yuriko, you saw it too. The state of my body in the real world. It's only natural for everyone to avoid me. Yuriko, I don't think it's good for you to be with me. Don't worry about that. Those are the words of an idiot. What? I came to see you because I wanted to, and I will save you. Of course for Yuki, too. I haven't heard about your past in detail yet, Sora, even if you 100% don't know. That's not important right now. We have to focus on what's ahead of us. But when this is over, don't think about the results. Nobody can predict the future. You can't keep focusing on the results when the process hasn't happened yet. Or would you just rather give up? I can't, no. Obviously, there must be a reason for Mikado not to do another class trial. That's why we have to stop him. Yes, I know. But how do we do that? We need to investigate. It might be a trap. No, knowing that it's a trap, we'd have to take the bait and still fight somehow. Yeah, that's it. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and turn that frown upside down. Are you kidding me? She actually just said that? She is so cute. I guess. Thank you, Yuriko. You're always there for me. It's nothing. It's normal to help your friends. Yuriko, you're very reliable as an adult. I've always been an adult. I just lost my memory. You really have the power to move people's hearts. Now realize why you were considered as a symbol of hope for the next generation. Cut it out. It's embarrassing. Yes, all we have to do now is stop Mikado's plan. Are you ready, Yuriko? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Kane Tower, the Kisaragi Foundation. Kenjo and Rei, my past sins. It's inevitable they'd all come together. The final class trial, everything will be decided then. For now, I need to focus on that. We have to prepare for the end. Alright, let's investigate. That's the reason I'm back. Alright, dude. Aw, yeah, this song is so good. Yuriko, before we start investigating, I have something I have to ask you. What? What a coincidence. I have something I have to ask you as well. I'll let you go first. No, you go. Oh my god, just come on. It's okay. Obviously, we still have information we gained from the people who died at the singularities with Monochrome. And Mikado led us to the entrance of the trial grounds. Yeah. Suddenly, we lost consciousness, and when we woke up, we were on the Monocruise, right? Iroha said Mikado called us. Can you tell me what happened between the Kisaragi Foundation to make them come here? For you to know that. Sora, did you go to the real world too? The real world? Yeah. That was rough. I don't know. My memories are still a bit vague and hazy. That's why I want to clarify it with you, Yuriko. I couldn't hear everything that happened outside. However, from the context of the situation, it seems that the Kisaragi Foundation deactivated the virtual world from the outside. Something similar happened at the end of the 5th trial. During the execution, when we were all about to die, everything was interrupted. Yeah, and when I opened my eyes, there was a lot of strange machinery. We were in a lab that had capsules. I was lying there. So that's it. You left the virtual world safely. Then why did you all come back? Mikado came back. What? I don't know the details, but when I heard it when I was heading out of the lab with the Kisaragi Foundation members. Suddenly, the door was closed, and then I heard Mikado's voice. Mikado woke up in the real world? No, I don't think that was the case. First of all, I didn't see if Mikado was alive in the lab or if he was somewhere. He's somewhere else, dude. His real body is somewhere safe. He would not leave himself in there with everyone else. Anyway, it seems the laboratory door was built like a shelter, so it can't be broken from the outside. That's when I heard Mikado's voice. So we asked Rei and Tsurugi to come to the virtual world? Yeah, otherwise the door wouldn't open, since he could control the lab's facilities at will. That's all I know. I was also arrested by a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, so I couldn't hear the full conversation. What? Arrested? They better have not done anything weird. No, I'm fine. I was just handcuffed. They handcuffed you? I won't forgive them. Dude, I said this. They are bad news. Shut up, Sora. I'm fine. Now it's my turn to ask. Sora, what? Oh, this was gonna happen eventually. Yuriko, you were able to see the state of my body in the real world. How did you know that I saw your body in the real world? No, not just that. How did you know about the state of your body in the real world if you weren't awake in reality? Sora, a man from the Future Foundation said something to me. But the only survivors of the killing game were Araha and myself. He didn't even mention... Wait, not Future. That was supposed to say Kisaragi, not Future Foundation. He didn't even mention you, Yuki, or Mikado. What is it? Did something happen that I don't know about? To answer that question, it's like you said, Yuriko, I saw it. I saw my body in the real world. I saw my own immobile body. I don't know how to explain, but I experienced an out-of-body experience. Only my consciousness escaped the insides of my body. It was like observing my own body through somebody else's eyes. Yeah. It wasn't that realistic, so I thought I was just dreaming, but I knew it was true as soon as I heard you say that. So, is it true? Sora, are you really dead in the real world? I don't know. If I were really dead, it would be ridiculous if something like that could happen. One of the Foundation members used the phrase, only the body is still alive. A state of a brain dead. Even if the brain itself is dead, the virtual world is supposed to connect to the brain. It doesn't matter. What? Whether I'm alive or dead, what matters is that I can move right now. It's just as you said, Yuriko, my body doesn't matter at the moment. But Sora, Yuriko, I'm fine. It's better thinking about that when it's better thinking about that when this is all over. Have you forgotten, Yuriko? We can't keep paying attention to unknown results. Alright, for now, let's keep investigating. Alright, let's get out of here. Am I just turning away from reality? I know what happened, don't I? What happened to me? Yeah, you got impaled. Knowing about it won't change anything. This is avoiding it. I just need to hold it in for a little longer. Let's go investigate. We've been here forever. Damn. Akane Tower has been updated. Alright. Sora, doesn't it seem like there's any more clues? It doesn't seem like there's any more clues. Let's go to the hallway. Everyone else seems to be investigating separately, so let's hurry. Is that Nikke? What's this, Nikke? It's a robot that looks exactly like him. What is this? A Nikke doll? Someone definitely has a horrid sense of humor. Hello. Nice to meet you all. What the heck? It talked. I'm trash. Please. Mikado definitely programmed this in. What's with this horrid doll? It looks like Mikado made it. Hit me, hit me. Oh my god. So noisy, just shut up. Are you really hitting him? That's exactly what it wants. It's not because it told me to, just because it looks like Nikke. The great Mikado Sonoji lost his parents when he was just a baby. He spent his life in an orphanage? What? He suddenly started talking. Nobody knew where his parents went. I think this is something we should pay attention to. The great Mikado didn't know if they had died or just simply abandoned him. The only things he was sure of was that he had no parents and that he was growing up in an orphanage. Is this Mikado's backstory? I don't want to hear or know about that. No, I want to hear about it. Why is Nikke narrating it? We should listen. We might learn something. The great Mikado, who grew up in an orphanage, was disinterested in life itself. The nursery teachers took care of all the children with care, but the great Mikado lived his day-to-day life without purpose. He had no dreams, no aspirations. Until one day, in late fall when the cool breeze began to hit, somebody left a burning cigarette which began to blow towards the orphanage, began to go up in flames, and spread to the entirety of the orphanage, which was made entirely of wood. That's one of the reasons why you don't build a building completely out of wood. Same with tornadoes. Tornadoes will also tear through them. Due to the dry surrounding climate and nearby mountains, the fire quickly covered the entire orphanage. Many people were burnt to death. When some of the survivors cried out for help, desperate to live, the great Mikado did nothing. I don't think that makes him great. Mikado did nothing. Although he was young, he lacked emotions. He had no intention of fighting to survive, or even the urge to. It was then that Mikado encountered that person. Utsuro, right? Utsuro saved him from the fire. That person. He must be, yeah, Utsuro. Without even revealing his name, he approached the orphanage, and then suddenly heavy rain began to fall. The fierce fire was quickly extinguished. Everybody was in awe of the miracle that just happened before them. They rejoiced in happiness. It's only the great Mikado who noticed that person. He could feel it. The person saved their lives. Mikado felt an intense rush of emotion that he'd never felt before in his whole life, for a person who looked no older than he was. But then, he suddenly disappeared as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how much Mikado looked, he couldn't find that person. For since that day, the great Mikado had a purpose and a will for his life. He wanted to meet the person who saved his life again, even if it was just for a second. It wasn't to say thank you. It wasn't even related to that incident. Great Mikado was only interested in the existence of the person himself. He didn't know why, but he felt a strong desire to meet that person again. Some time had passed, and he still had no clue about the whereabouts of this person, which was expected since he didn't even know his name. That's when the Great Mikado decided something. The same situation happened at the orphanage a second time. Would he appear before... Oh my god, Mikado made his decision. He decided to carry out his plan on a dry and windy day, just the same as it had been last time. The Great Mikado sprayed gasoline all over the orphanage, causing a fire once more. This dude killed everyone just to see if this guy would show up. What? Maybe that's why he's so obsessed with fire, having powers of fire. That's why he gave himself admin rights in the way of fire powers. Did he just say that Mikado set it on fire? So he's been a sociopath since he was a child. He really is insane. What the hell is he? Even though it's horrible, we should listen to the end. We might learn more. It did not happen a second time. Due to the gasoline, the fire was more vigorous than the last time. As a countermeasure against future fires, the orphanage removed the wood and rebuilt the building using a new material. It took 2 fires to do that? I just choked on my own spit. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Even if it rained, it wouldn't have been enough to put the fire out. The inside of the building was filled with the screams of despair. Mikado's heart rejoiced with happiness. What a messed up person, dude. Are you coming? I'm sure you will. This time you'll perform to us all a far greater miracle. As the fire grew stronger, Mikado's expectations did as well. However, no matter how much time passed, the fire didn't go out. Only then Mikado realized that something was— oh, now you think something's wrong. The previous fire, he was not afraid of dying because he simply had no reason to live. But this time was different. The Great Mikado had a purpose in his life this time. The reason he implemented this plan. Realizing that, Mikado was trapped in an invisible fear. I don't want to die. I can't die until I see them again. It was at that moment that his whole body was engulfed in flames. That's enough. What? That was Mikado's voice. What?
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Infinity Unlimited Flame! Oh my god! He turned into Gundam! Dude, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. It even has the abbreviation, IUF. What? The Nikkei-inspired doll never got to finish its story. It was interrupted by a sudden Mikado who appeared and destroyed the Nikkei doll instantly. The weird Nikkei doll was shattered in a bizarre way. It kind of exploded. Not shattered. Yeah, it's on fire. It's a shame to hear the story of your past again. I didn't mean to scare you all, I'm sorry. What did you just do? It's the end of the story? Why did you destroy the doll? There was more behind the story, but I was too embarrassed to continue when I was programming it. The Nikkei doll was only made to be destroyed from the beginning anyway. It's good stress relief. You're insane. Completely insane. I knew it from the day I met you. You set yourself on fire for an idiotic reason like that? You're crazy. I admit it wasn't the smartest move. However, I was still young at the time. I wish you had burnt to death. Is this supposed to be a clue or what? Just the right amount of crazy for you. Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story myself. It'll help save a lot of time. The second fire, what happened to you? You can see for yourself. I'm alive. It wouldn't be if I wasn't, don't you think? Did you end up meeting him, Utsuro? How did you survive the fire? It was a fascinating sight. The flames suddenly extinguished. What do you mean, suddenly? That I do not know. What? What do you know? Gasoline fire can be extinguished using ordinary fire? That's common knowledge. On the other hand, adding water would only make it stronger. During the first fire, there was rain. Of course, it didn't make sense since there was no forecast for it. The second fire was made using gasoline, so rain would be impossible to put it out this time. That's why I was looking forward to it. I wanted to see how they would put out the fire when you cannot use rain. It seemed impossible, but the result far exceeded my expectations. The fire just suddenly went out, quite literally. No signs of anything, no scientific basis. What? Oh, his luck! His luck! Fire never goes out that suddenly. Something must have happened. But it's true, the fire went out for seemingly no reason. Sora, surely you understand the irrational phenomenon that is the power of divine luck. Are you trying to empathize with me? Regardless, I was saved by him twice before. I'm unsure why Utsuro went to the same place twice, but perhaps my willpower was so powerful that I miraculously reached him somehow. Don't talk such crap. Like the last time, Utsuro quietly disappeared. After experiencing that ridiculous power, I decided something that day. My life is dedicated to Utsuro. What? So you've been following Utsuro since you were a child? He is the one who leaves no traces behind. Thanks to that, it was extremely difficult to track him down. I even learned how to hack with the hopes of finding him in the near future. The ultimate hacker, I told you. You're a hacker? What's the easiest and quickest way to collect information? Using networking, correct? I learned about computing to find the whereabouts of Utsuro and desperately collected information about him. Did you find him? No. No matter how hard I searched the databases and even checked all the CCTV footage, he was always one step ahead and I was always one step behind. If I somehow found Master Utsuro's whereabouts, he was already gone by the time I got there. By the time I got the final information in my hands, he just disappeared like he vanished from the world. What? Oh my god. Isn't life unfair? I gave everything I had to meet him. I even gave my life. Everything I had done up until then disappeared like nothing had ever happened. Truly unforgivable. So that's when you came up with this plan? To revive Utsuro? Correct. That's why you're all going through this so-called Killing Skull trip. Of course, I tried various different plans even before this one. However, they all ended up in failure due to that damn Kisaragi Foundation. Doesn't matter now anyway. The past is the past after all. All you need to do is discuss the current plan. Are you aware just how many innocent people are harmed because of your selfish devotion to Master? You think he cares? You really only think about yourself, don't you? Aren't you the same, my dear Sora? What? What a hypocrite. You're exactly the same as me. You gave away your life to Utsuro. You don't even mind getting your hands dirty yourself if it means you can be with him. Huh? Shut up. You and I are not... No, Sora. We are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. I know you already know it to be true. Huh. Now what's left to say? I've explained why the Killing School trip took place. And now I've explained why I'm trying to revive Utsuro using this method. You probably heard this all from Monocro, so you should just wait to see it yourself. Shut up. If you have nothing to say, go away. Wow, both of you are on edge. I'll take my leave. I don't want to feel any more guilty for interrupting your investigation. I'll disappear as requested. Call me if you need any help. I don't think we'll be calling you anytime soon, dude. It's that idiot's fault. I can't control my anger. No, that's not why. Sora, calm down. Mikado's just trying to mess with you, to interrupt our investigation. His words are nothing more than a desperate attempt to distract us from the truth. Yeah, you're right. In the end, the only thing we discovered was that amazing tale about Utsuro. What a waste of time. Mikado was saved twice by Utsuro. To the degree of the disappearance matches the total amount in divine luck they received. So are you saying that the Voids received a lot of protection, meaning that it's disappearing more slowly? That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, she did say that last episode. As Ira has said, the protection everyone received was different because of divine luck. Mikado was saved twice, then he might be stronger than any of us. I don't know if that information is important, but I'll write it down anyway. It is important. What? There's something in here. Really? Sora, check this computer out. Was this computer always at the infirmary? No, not that I remember. It also doesn't have a power cord, but the screen's turned on. Guess this is another one of the quirks of the virtual world. A computer out in the open like this. Yeah, it's gotta be something Mikado prepared. Let's take a look. Alright. Are you serious? This computer was turned on, seemingly working properly, even without a power cord. There were only a few files placed on the desktop. Records? These are just documents. Yuriko double-clicked one of the files to open it, and... Yeah. What? Alter Ego? An alter ego? Isn't that what Monochrome mentioned a while ago? Yeah, he said that. I've heard of it before. Alter Ego. Another me. The next stage of AI. A program that infinitely grows through learning and eventually becomes a person. Wait, the AI grows? Have you ever heard of deep learning? I know that it's an AI learning technique. Deep learning uses machine learning algorithms whereby an AI learns on its own. Most AI grows through learning and develops its own logic. The concept of alter ego is a more advanced concept than that. It's about simulating the human brain in the digital world. As the name itself implies, it can also be another self. I also heard that some people from Host Peak were involved in its initial creation. That is true. Alter ego. Oh my gosh. Kisaragi, I forgot about how amazing he was. I'm not really sure how it works, but the fact that it's here must mean it's somehow important, right? I guess so. I don't know any more than that, so we should just read on. Alter Ego is an artificial intelligence program developed by Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer at Helps Peak Academy. Unlike other commonplace AI, Alter Ego learns and adapts over time through dialogue interactions with humans. As it is a program, it's possible to develop a personality based on the direction the developer intended. But it's impossible to do anything about external influences. See Appendix 3. The alter ego, which has evolved to their limit, truly becomes a person itself. But its character and origin have a basis. It is a clone of a person from the developer. I know it's not saying much, but artificial intelligence itself is a high technology. However, the alter ego is on something only an ultimate student can do. The ultimate programmer, wasn't it? There's still more. Let's read on. Technology was thwarted before it even got a chance to release, thanks to the closure of Hope Speak Academy, due to the biggest, most The alter ego has been consistently... the alter ego consistently improves with the efforts of various ultimate students, thus creating multiple versions. These alter egos also follow the pattern of the developer's personality. This is because the developer's own brain is easier to understand than anybody else's. However, this is not all. It is also believed that the true meaning of the alter ego is to create the character of another person. In other words, to create a new personality that doesn't currently exist in the world. Without this, the restriction, there may also be a way to recreate a personality of a deceased person. If this were to happen, humanity would no longer be subject to death. Furthermore, it may be possible to become an alter ego and leave your body behind. Yeah, but you wouldn't be the same person. Your mind wouldn't transfer over to that alter ego. Your alter ego would be someone else. It's like cloning yourself. You wouldn't become the clone. Your clone would just exist. That doesn't make sense. You could gain eternal life where aging and death no longer exist. Gaining immortality with the power of technology. That wouldn't work. That does not work. That's all we can read from the file. After that, it was full of unfamiliar computer lingo and jargon that was at the limit of our understanding, so we stopped reading. So what do you think, Sora? Huh? I don't understand much, but according to that report, it's possible to resurrect someone using an alter ego. Oh, that's what the point of this is then. I was wondering why this information was relevant. So they're trying to resurrect Utsuro by using an alter ego of him. That can't be true. It is, and that's what Mikado's doing. He's trying to resurrect Utsuro, who's already dead, and turn him into an alter ego. That's why he said that in the room before about computers. Wait, Yuriko, I have some questions about that logic. If you're right, why would he need to perform something like a killing game? Wouldn't it be enough just to create an alter ego in his image? About that. Also, the report says that the creator of the alter ego is the ultimate programmer, isn't it? Other enhanced alter egos have also said to be created by ultimates. Mikado isn't an ultimate student. Do you think anyone who knows about computers could just make an alter ego? Even artificial intelligence is a high-level technology. Could Mikado really do something as good? Yeah, he can. He was the ultimate hacker. That is really strange. Also, Void's target isn't Utsuro. It's Utsuro's divine luck they're after. What? Is that true? I mean, that would make sense, actually. When I heard about Mikado's past, it seems he was more after Utsuro himself than his luck. But isn't that the same as the others? They needed divine luck, that's why they stayed with Mikado. If you simply resurrect Utsuro as an alter ego, his divine luck wouldn't return. If true, the alter ego would be 100% sure as the same Master Utsuro, but lack the divine luck. So it kind of makes sense. If so, what is this report about? I don't think anything we know so far uses alter ego technology. Yuriko, there's still a file we haven't read. Let's talk more about it when we're done. Really? The second file is a transcript of messages that somebody sent and received this text. Who are the two people talking in this conversation? I could tell from the first paragraph when I saw a familiar name. But it is... Kokoro, about the alter ego I asked you about the other day. I was able to steal the core code, but there are multiple security keys mixed in. It's difficult to do, but I might be able to use some tricks I got to get it formed correctly. Submit it anyway. I'm working on the artificial neural network model now, so you can combine the security later. The problem is the supercom. I'm thinking of switching it to a newer model. Then the cost will go up. You don't have to overdo it, but the number of operations to process it increases. The demand specifications will increase as well. No, you're the developer, so if you have a request, I must fulfill it. Dude, so they didn't know. We already knew this. Kokoro, do you think it's the one we know? It is the Kokoro, the ultimate psychologist, Kokoro Mitsume, but that was only due to the manipulation of our memory. Anyway, the only person we know by the name of Kokoro is Kokoro Mitsume. She was only with us for a short while, but she really helped during the class trial, and to uncover the voids. Why is Kokoro talking so calmly to Mikado? They were working together. Man, a lot of people are working together with Mikado now that we're finding this out. This is ridiculous. I've got it. There must be someone... No, it's Kokoro. It's not that common of a name. It's gotta be fake. Looking at this... Kokoro and Mikado working together. That's what it looks like. Kokoro's the developer. She might have been a victim as well as that, though. Maybe she was central to Void's plan. But it fits perfectly. This is true, then it explains how Mikado, an ordinary person, could make an alter ego. So Mikado was the client, and Kokoro did the actual programming? After reading that profile, Kokoro really was a genius. Remember the last thing it said in Kokoro's capsule back then? She disappeared from her academy. It said that she studied AI technology and brain science in recent years. Kokoro, she was on Mikado's side? But Kokoro also had an avatar, and her memories were erased, and she was put into a killing game like us. There's only one thing I can think of. She was betrayed by Mikado. Mikado betrayed Kokoro? It's not surprising, honestly. He used and betrayed all of the voids, after all. Anyway, even if Kokoro made an alter ego, where did it go, and what did they use it for? In the end, I still don't see the connection between the power of divine luck and the alter ego. That's literally the connection, though. They want the alter ego so they can put Utsuro in a body and then take his divine luck. It's literally connected. That is the connection. That just adds to our connection. What? That's literally it. How do they not see that? I don't understand. I'm surprised, though. Kokoro was our enemy after all. Our enemy that's already dead. If you look at these messages, they're talking about the price of something. Maybe it wasn't just a simple friendship? Yeah, that's probably right. No matter what kind of person Kokoro was in the past, she's still someone who no longer exists. The only thing that's left behind was an unsolved mystery. Alter ego and Kokoro and Mikado's connection. I wonder what happened. She got betrayed. Oh, what? Oh, here you both are. It's you. Rei. Yuriko Kabuya and Akane... Can you just call me Sora, please? I need a minute of your time. What is it? This suddenly? Are you alone? Where's Tsurugi? I'm acting alone for now. I can't speak to you if he's around. You want to talk with us? There are things I wish to ask you both. I suppose you both have things to ask me too? That's surprising. I thought you'd just ignore us like that Kinjo guy. He's complicated. Follow me, please. Alright. This is a good enough place. Nobody should intrude here. So what do you want to talk to us about? I'd like to apologize to you first, Yurika. Due to the immature response of the Foundation director, I'm very sorry you had to see that side of him. You're apologizing? Yeah, I wanted to ask earlier, but where the hell was the Kisaragi Foundation? Why didn't they come earlier? I survived by dumb luck. If you had come earlier, more people would have been alive. I'm sorry. What the hell happened? The minute I escaped out of the virtual world, they started arresting me. Yuriko, calm down. Of course it's true I broke the law when I was a minor, but even so, I am also unhappy with that, as well as the current state of the Kisaragi Foundation. I was trying to make steps into improving it in a good way, but that guy is so damn stubborn. Let me guess, Tsurugi? Ironically this time, he's been a real headache. I only heard an explanation of what happened this time. Headache? What happened? I thought he was your partner. Colleagues, I call us both, but I don't know what goes on in that head of his. Rei. Could you explain it to us too, how the Kisaragi Foundation was involved in all this mess? Akane Tyria. There's a lot of things I want to say to you, but we don't have time for that right now, you know? Why doesn't she just call us Sora? It's really bothering me. So I won't drag this out. I got on the ship just to put an end to Mikado Sanoji's mission. There's nothing personal about this, it's just a job. That's all. Ray, I'm fine with that too. It's enough for me, thank you. First, Sora, I'm not sure... I'm not sure if Yuriko knows much about this situation, but I know some things. Something about a person called Utsura in Divine Luck. Knowing that will help a great deal. The history between the Kisaragi Foundation and Mikado Sanoji dates back to years. Yuriko, are you aware that the Kisaragi Foundation was founded by the 3 surviving students from the 79th class at Hope's Peak Academy? Yeah, Tyria told us. Oh, that's right. Tyria, yeah. She's not okay. Ray, are you okay? It's nothing. Anyways, at the time, the tragedy was in full swing, and our goal was to put an end to it. After the tragedy ended to some extent, the Foundation met with Mikado Sanoji. One day, there was a report. On the backup data of the alter ego Kisaragi, our team kept saved. It was read without our authorization. It was a first-class confidential file within the Foundation, so the security was very tight. I don't know how he got in the first place. I immediately tracked down and found the identity of the culprit behind it, Mikado Sanoji. An ordinary person without much special information about him. Wait, alter ego Kisaragi? That's... Sora, do you remember? No, but alter ego Kisaragi sank next to the research center and disappeared. Do you know where the main building of the Kisaragi Foundation is currently located? At the first Kisaragi Research Center, the building that was remodeled with the permission of the surviving Foundation members. We didn't find out until later, but the Kisaragi Research Center shares a database. Data from the 3rd Kisaragi Research Center, which was turned into Hope's Peak. Was stored in the other research centers. Still, the backup file of the alter ego Kisaragi was a read-only file, so we couldn't do anything with it. What are you on about? I don't understand what she's saying. You may have heard this from Tyria, but our class, like oh my. You may have heard this from Tyria, but our class, the 79th class, was involved in a killing game, just like you. That place that became the stage for it was the 3rd Kisaragi Research Center, owned by the original Foundation. The Kisaragi Foundation, now that you mention it, I think I've heard about it somewhere. The Kisaragi Foundation was the predecessor of the Kisaragi Agency, right? Yeah, correct. Even with the backup, the 3rd Research Center was completely destroyed, so 100% restoration was not possible. So you're saying Mikado stole the rest of the data? Yes. I don't know when or how he got in and stole data, but it happened. Mikado Sanoji surely realized something at that moment. Something? The backup data from the alter ego Kisaragi recorded how we escaped from the 3rd Research Center when it was collapsing. And he found out about the death of Utsura and Akane Tyria. What? Are you aware that the purpose of Mikado Sanoji is the resurrection of Utsura? More or less. Obviously, then Mikado realized that Utsura was dead. That guy is obsessed with Utsura and has been chasing him since he was a child. Akane Tyria. It's, in a way, that makes your obsession look cute in comparison. Since then, we have been interfering with all of his plans from behind the scenes. He was trying to start a killing game by capturing all the relatives of the 79th class. And that was the precedent for us. I have a question. Didn't you say that Mikado was just an ordinary guy? I don't think an ordinary person like that could have been avoiding the Foundation for many years. Didn't make sense to us either. First, there were quite a few times where we almost caught him. But it got to the point where it was almost impossible to track him. He's the ultimate hacker, I told you! Wasn't it because the information power of the Kisaragi Foundation was lagging behind as always? I understand your frustration, Yuriko. You blame the Foundation for our incompetence. However, it was the intelligence of the Kisaragi Foundation. However, the intelligence of the Kisaragi Foundation is superior to any other organization at the moment. I'm the leader of the analysis division of the Foundation. Then why? Please look at this picture, Akane Tyria. You too. Ray took out a photo from her pocket and showed it to us. It was a shocking and unimaginable image. What? 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 Hold up. No, I gotta set up. What the? What? This is... On the photo, it showed a man who looked to have died in immense pain. How did Mikado die? Wait, if Mikado is dead, then... The man was looking up in the sky wide as if he was shocked. It's the first time I've seen this guy before. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's Mikado. This guy is... This picture I recently received from Tsurugi. It's the corpse of Mikado Sonoji. That doesn't make sense. Mikado... What? Does this mean Mikado Sonoji is already dead? Then how is he here? That doesn't make sense. Then who are we facing? That's impossible. So who is this imposter going about and forcing us to kill each other? I didn't know anything about this until Tsurugi just explained it to me. He was hiding this important fact. He was hiding it? Ray, what happened? You see, Mikado Sonoji died a long time ago in the real world. The real world? Listen carefully. Everything I'm about to say might be hard to believe right now, but the Mikado we're facing right now isn't human. Didn't I say that? I said Mikado wasn't human. So then what is he? If he's not human, then what is he? What? No, that doesn't make sense. He can't be an alter ego. Alter egos would not be able to act at this level. If you're not a Hope's Peak Academy student, then you probably wouldn't know about it. Yuriko, is that the information we read on the computer? Mikado Sonoji left clues about that. Then this will be a lot easier to explain. The real Mikado made his own alter ego, and he was killed by his own alter ego. How is that possible? Huh? Sora, you've seen Junko and Oshima and Kisaragi's alter ego, so you should know. Alter ego is an artificial intelligence that is sophisticated enough to be called a person itself. I have never seen an alter ego like this. In the end, the alter ego betrayed its creator by killing them. What? You're saying that the real Mikado is dead and the Mikado we know is just an AI? It's just a sudden thing to learn that I find it hard to believe. That doesn't... I still don't... That doesn't make sense. I felt the same, Yuriko. Tsurugi was aware of this a long time, but didn't inform me or anyone else at the Foundation about this. However, this would explain why the Foundation was unable to track Mikado down for a long while. Because he isn't real, right? That doesn't... Okay, whatever. Whatever. An alter ego is a computer program. Its analysis speed is much faster than that of a human. Due to the nature of an alter ego, where it grows indefinitely as it learns, its performance would have certainly improved since its creation. It's as you say, Sora. Our intelligence team basically collects information using the computer networks. The computer itself is the home of an alter ego, meaning that no matter how much we try to track it, we couldn't, as it was connected to a network constantly. Even though he's an alter ego, his purpose is still the same as the real Mikado. I don't know if it's possible to connect the memories between the real Mikado and the fake one, but I do know for certain that they have the same goal, the resurrection of Utsura. Wait, something's off here. Yuriko. Of course I don't know much, as you do, about that alter ego, but how can a virtual creation kill a human? And it's impossible to track it. How did Tsurugi know all this? That's where the collaborator comes in. The collaborator? Don't you know about him? Saibai? This guy's Mikado's collaborator. The ego Mikado's collaborator and the killer of... Saibai killed Mikado? What? But Monocro said that Saibai was hired by Mikado. Doesn't that mean he killed his employer? Did Saibai not get enough out of the deal? The information is slightly incorrect. Yes, Saibai was hired by Mikado, but Saibai was not hired by the human Mikado, but by the alter ego Mikado. What? An alter ego hired Saibai. I only found out about him today. I didn't even know what he was doing until I found it out. Saibai is a world-class broker who would do anything for money. It was Saibai Hashimoto who helped the alter ego Mikado Sonoji since he did not have a physical body. So alter ego asked Saibai to kill him? Well, his real self. Saibai was a victim of the killing game just like us. That was also a part of his contract. I don't know if it was just to complete the number of people, or if it was just always a part of the plan, but Saibai wasn't going to die in the killing game, and he would regain his memories at some point. But Mikado betrayed even his companions, the Void members, so why would he guarantee that Saibai would survive? He needed to live to complete the mission. At the end of the plan, he would regain his memories and exit the virtual world through his administrator powers. It would defend the exterior from harm until the plan was complete. Oh, that's why he said I gotta decide, and that he should do what he was paid to do. Now it's all making sense. It's all coming full circle. But are you serious? Saibai killed Mikado? As soon as I saw that scar of yours, my business here was done. All that's left is to the side. Your friends will be arriving. Yep. Guess I said this. So that's what he meant. Hey, wait, if Saibai disconnected from the virtual world to defend the outside from intruders, after Saibai disappeared, what did he... The virtual world rebooted and forcefully closed, and you were temporarily booted out. That is what Oh, so Saibai saved everyone, dude! Okay, that's amazing. So the guy who went to defend the virtual world ended up shutting it down? It was due to Tsurugi Kinjo's intervention. In other words, Saibai was a double agent. Wow. Saibai Hashimoto was also hired by Tsurugi Kinjo. He was hired by Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? It would be right to say that Tsurugi offered something far greater than what Mikado offered. How do I know all this? Because Tsurugi literally just told me. Saibai was a double agent working for the Kisaragi Foundation. He was a spy that gave information to Tsurugi. That is why he didn't tell anyone in the Foundation, including me, who were working together behind the scenes. Were they working together for a long time? Also, about what you heard from Tsurugi, then what about him? Did Tyria know? No. This is why I cannot forgive Tsurugi Kinjo. Tyria and I were used as bait to prevent Mikado from realizing that Saibai was a double agent. Are you kidding me? What? Tyria was killed because of Tsurugi. It's all that bastard's fault. Ray bit her lower lip. Really, if everything we heard was true, I would have never known that Saibai was a double agent, but... And because of that, Tyria and Ray were used as disposable tools. They are not just disposable tools. The same goes for all the people who died in this killing game. There must have been another way. In the end, there were too many sacrifices. This wasn't the only way, was it? That's all that Tsurugi has told me. I wanted to tear him apart and kill him on the spot. It took everything I had to stop myself. Why? Why are you telling us all this? Honestly, the more I listen to what you're saying, the worse the situation becomes, and the more my motivation dwindles. Hearing all this makes me think, what the hell can we even do? I told you both because you need to know. And because I need to repay my debt to you. Debt? My debt to you is now paid off, Sora. Or Akane Taira. Ray, in that moment, don't be mistaken. I don't even think you saved my life. I didn't ask for your help, no. She's being a tsundere. Do you remember? There were no personal feelings in all of this. Our relationship is strictly for this mission. But still. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you're just a ghost in a virtual world. As long as it's Akane Taira in front of my eyes, I will still have a distaste towards you. That's all. Furthermore, I heard Tsurugi made a perfect plan with Saibai to strike from behind. We now realize that it's impossible to get rid of Mikado using that method, and as a result, he's still alive again. That is why we must exclude personal feelings, just like Mikado does. I think differently from Tsurugi. Sora, I think it's safe to say we're fighting against him together now. Same goes for you, Yuriko. The more power we have, the better. You shouldn't feel demoralized because of this. Fighting together? Of course I agree we should do that. And I'm grateful you think that, but what about your partner? Will he agree to this? He's not with us, he will work alone. I don't know why Mikado Sonoji called us all to the virtual world together. Tsurugi's plan has already failed. It's better to dismiss the idea that we can easily win. That's all. So if there's anything I can do for you both, please let me know. I'll help the best I can. I told you everything I know. If you have any more questions, ask now. I can't stay much longer. There's still a lot of things to worry about. However, Ray is acting calm about it all. I think it was the best to hear what Ray had to say. I still don't believe it. That doesn't... Wait. I just realized. If Mikado was an AI all this time, how did he kidnap everyone? Ray, what is it, Yuriko? I have a lot of questions, so can I ask something? Since Sora told me that you were alive, I've been thinking about something. How did you survive? We saw you get burnt to a crisp by Mikado. Death in the virtual world means death in the real world, according to what Monokura said. Knowing that, how did you... The New World program is something very innovative, but equally dangerous as it connects you directly to your brain. It is indeed as you said, if you die in the virtual world, you die in the real one too. But as you can see, I'm not dead. How? The New World program has a feature called Force Shutdown. Something unexpected happens within the program, you can use the Force Shutdown feature. However, due to that, a lot is required. Also, since it is an abnormal shutdown path, there are many side effects. So you used that right before the moment we were executed as well? No, that was a forced shutdown from the outside. What we're talking about is a forced shutdown from within. After Mikado woke up again, there wasn't a way to shut down the program from the outside. Made some sort of insurance by editing the forced shutdown code. So insurance? Only people with administrator permissions could enter manually. But Tyria and I were denied entrance, so I had to find another method to break the lock. In the process of doing so, I obtained an emergency escape code as a byproduct. An emergency escape code? It's a code used in an emergency situation. With this, you can exit the virtual world instantly. Right before my body caught fire, I used it to escape into the real world. What was left after there was just my lifeless avatar. The ash you saw was just the empty time left behind. So that's why you're still alive. Wait, so why didn't Tyria... Yeah, couldn't you have just saved us all first? The Kisaragi Foundation is just supposed to protect civilians. If you already knew this was a virtual world, you should have pulled us out right then and there. Easier said than done. The code I used was just sloppy. Makeshift code we came up with just as insurance as a backup plan. Also, the code was made for one use only, meaning that it would be almost impossible for anybody but me. If it were possible, I'd have done it right from the start. Oh my god. At the time, Tyria and I got no prior information from Tsurugi about what was going on. We didn't even know that Mikado Sonoji there was an alter ego. It was unexpected that he had that much power. Also, I didn't know anything about the next generation symbols of Hope being kidnapped, and that their avatars were still from their high school days. But my actions weren't enough, I apologize. It's okay, it already happened at this point. But why didn't Tyria leave with you? You entered together, after all. I originally thought if something unexpected happened, to use the emergency escape. If I got back to the real world myself, I would pull Tyria out right away. I didn't know that I could do it within the virtual world, so I took action and cut the power from the outside. But wasn't that impossible? Yes, of course. The reason we got in so easily was because Mikado and Sonoji let us invade the virtual world. After I left, he immediately strengthened the security. Since he's an alter ego, it should have been simple for him. But there was a much bigger problem than that. What was that? You remember, right, Yuriko? You were told when you asked why the Foundation arrived so late. We weren't late. Just the flow of time in the virtual world and the real world is completely different. What? Flow of time is different? What the hell? It was today that Tyria and I connected to the virtual world. Not a day has passed since then. It's been a month since the killing game started. Time delay. Have you ever heard of the twin paradox? Although it's slightly different, a slightly different concept to this. It might be difficult for you to understand, but just consider the Urashima effect. You know the story of Urashima Taro, dude? Oh my god, no. The time experience in the virtual world was just faster than reality. Yes, I try to take action as soon as possible, but actually in the blink of an eye, it had already been several days in the virtual world. So, no, it's not an excuse. Even if there wasn't a time flow difference, it wouldn't have been possible to breach through the alter ego Mikado 6. Oh my god. His security. Oh my god, English. I can't speak it. I thought it was too easy. If I had just known Mikado's identity from the beginning, this wouldn't have... No, I'm just making more excuses. Dude, come on, Ray. Ray. You're not pathetic. Kenjo, he's the leader of the Foundation. Because of him, all of this happened. Why didn't he just give you the information from the start? Why didn't Tsurugi tell anyone such crucial information? Even if it was to hide Saibai's infiltration, Rei and Tyria were his partners, and to some extent, friends. Did he not trust you? He's that kind of guy, you know. It's been like this ever since our encounter with Utsuro. In addition to the extra manpower of the Foundation, his desperation kept getting worse. Tyria tried to follow Tsurugi to the end, but I really can't do it anymore. That's why I'm acting alone. I'll solve this my way. So what now? Do you have a plan, Ray? We can't change anything just by thinking about it. As soon as Mikado Sonoji was revived, the Foundation was defeated. And here, we're in the same situation as you. Tsurugi doesn't seem to accept that. Mikado invited us back into the virtual world. That means he still needs something from us. First of all, I think it should be our main priority to investigate the clues that he left for us and discover what they mean. In the end, nothing has changed. We have no choice but to continue investigating. Honestly, I didn't expect anything to change. Let's just do what we can. You have any more questions? I think that's everything. You've done enough. After everything that's happened, the future really is important right now. So may I ask you a question? Hello, Akane Tyria. Do you need something? No, we've known each other for a long time. You just feel different from the one I knew back then. Do you prefer this look, or is it due to your memory loss? I can't help it. My appearance is just because of my avatar. No, that's not what I was asking. Are you the real... Oh my god. What, you're bringing that up again? Ray, to answer that, I want you to know something in return. Do you know anything about the death of my body in the real world? Strictly speaking, you are alive. It's just your brain that's dead and you can't wake up. Basically, you're half dead. It was Tsurugi who discovered your body. They only told me because he was at the scene. Does that answer your question? Ray, am I an alter ego of Akane Tyria? What? Sora, what on earth are you talking about? You said that the real Mikado died a long time ago, and that the real Mikado is just his alter ego. Feels like I remember him saying something weird. No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. I already know you know it to be true. What? Dead in the real world and alive as an alter ego in the virtual world. Do you mean you two are the same in that regard? That's wrong. Sora's alive. She's just unconscious. That's incorrect. Yours and Mikado's situations are different. Even if you both are only alive in the virtual world, you're certainly using a connector to come here. In other words, even if you are brain dead, there is still a connection going through between your machine and the nerves. An alter ego doesn't need such a medium. When I spoke to Ray in the Tower of Babel and heard the name Akane Tyria, I remembered everything. When I got my memories back, thought for certain that I was Akane Tyria, I had no doubts. But since then, something weird has been happening. I'm not really sure about my memories of being Akane Tyria. You're saying that you don't have her memories? But then, how do you remember the details about me? No, I definitely have some memories. But how do I explain this? It's like a memory that I haven't actually experienced myself. It just feels like an emotionless memory. I feel like that it wasn't actually me. Sorry. Ray, you said that alter ego Mikado has the same purpose as the real Mikado, right? You're right that an alter ego can share memories with their real counterpart, but that's not the same for me. Well, it was hard to believe until I saw it with my own eyes. Wait, Sora, if you really are an alter ego, it means that somebody must have made you. So that begs the question, who did it and for what purpose? I don't know if you're an alter ego or not, but you could be something very similar to one. Though you are brain dead in reality, your conscious is in a virtual world. It's so unnatural. That doesn't make sense. It has to do with the, with her amnesia. The reason she looks like that and, her not being able to, like, you know, be in the real world. She's half dead. She can't move. I don't think she's an alter ego. That doesn't make sense. Tsurugi might know something. I could ask him for you if you'd like. No, I'll talk to him myself. But right now, who I am isn't important. Knowing my identity won't change what we have to do right now. Sora. Well said. Our top priority right now is to stop Mikado's plan. That's all we need to do. Thanks, Ray. Making the decision to fight together with us must have been difficult for you to make. I have no intention of forgiving you. Of course, I know that. Well, there will be no problems as long as you're aware of that. Yuriko, I'd be grateful if you could lend me a hand too. Well, there's not really another option. Sorry about getting angry before. I don't hate you, it's just I didn't really leave a good first impression. I get that a lot. Anyway, I don't think Tsurugi will be happy to learn that he's on the same side as Akane Tyria. I'll keep collecting clues, so you two should investigate as much as you can as well. Be careful if you plan to talk to Tsurugi. He's acting quite unpredictable at the moment. Alright. Thanks for worrying us. I'll see you at the trial grounds. Yeah. Dude. Alright. I think we've talked for long enough. Mikado said that we don't have a time limit, so we should still have a lot more time to investigate. Sora, don't worry so much. Doesn't matter if you're an alter ego or not. Another person I've spent all this time with isn't fake. Everything will be fine. We should just go out on a girls' night out, the two of us, when this is all over. What do you think? Sora, you, Ray, and Tyria are a lot older. Sora, you, Ray, and Tyria are older than the others, right? It'd be kind of awkward if I was asking an underage person to go out drinking with me. You don't have to worry about that, Eureka. Sounds like a great idea. I wasn't worried about anything. Don't assume things. I'm just wondering if you're a lightweight. I wasn't the fake ultimate hostess for nothing, you know. You better be prepared, Sora. We're gonna drink the night away until one of us blacks out. I'm looking forward to it. That sounds like a great time. Ray told us a lot of shocking things, but it's not the end. It doesn't change what we need to do. All we have to do is work together. Then we can defeat Mikado. For the day where I go out drinking with Yuriko, I have to move forward. Awesome. Should we get going, Sora? Yeah, we need to investigate every nook and cranny of the clues Mikado left behind. What we learned from Ray, it would be best to talk to Tsurugi and Saibai for now. Oh my gosh. It's Iraha. Iraha, what is she doing here? Iraha, what are you doing just standing there? Oh, Yuriko and Sora. Are you really drawing right now? Why are you doodling at a time like this? We're supposed to be investigating. Like, what? What are you doing? Don't talk to me. Excuse me? I'm drawing my final piece. I want to concentrate. I mean, I can understand that, but seriously? This is not the time for that. I'm running away? We're all gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter. Iraha, we have no chance of beating Mikado. I'm prepared to give up everything and create one last masterpiece of my life before we all turn to dust. Oh my god, Yuriko. Ow. That hurt. Why do you always abuse me? Oh, you want to know why? Because you're just giving up. Stop saying such idiotic things and do some investigating. Wonder, Yuriko, do you have any clues on how to beat Mikado? No, but we'll never know it's possible unless we try. It's impossible. Saibai told me. How could some dumb humans beat an artificial intelligence like that? And much less we're in a world where it has complete control. That's really what Saibai said? Why do things always happen like this to me? Everything I do ends up wrong. I just wanted to live a normal life and have friends. Ira, calm down. The class trial hasn't even started yet. I know it's not going to be easy, but we can beat Mikado. We all just need to work together. Stop pretending to be some manga protagonist. This isn't fiction. We can't do this. Even if we manage to beat Mikado and escape here safely, the Kisaragi Foundation will just arrest me. Even if we survive, I'll just spend the rest of my life in jail. We're leaving Sora. Why? Because she's hopeless. There's nothing more we can do. I have nothing to say to someone who's this pathetic. But it's okay. We'll leave you alone. Continue your drawing. Just know it's never too late. Don't cry and give up. We're all in this together. She's gonna stay pathetic until the end. Sora, let's ignore her and keep investigating. Yeah. Didn't Iraha say Saibai told her it's impossible? You think Saibai told Iraha about Mikado's identity? Saibai? I don't think he's someone to give out that information so easily. Well, Ray told us it's possible she did the same to Iraha. Yeah, but let's just find Saibai and ask him ourselves. I don't really want to talk to him, but I guess it could, yeah. After what he did. Come on, dude. Like, yeah, he saved our lives, but that was just because he was paid to do it. He wouldn't have done that if it didn't benefit him. Nothing to say. Saibai, we've been looking for you. What do you want? Now I know why you're dressed like that. Honestly, I didn't like you from the beginning. I didn't think it was possible to be more disgusted by the sight of you than I already was, but here we are. So you gonna tell me what you want? We heard everything, including what you did. It doesn't make sense to me. All of this is your fault. You dug your own grave. So this dude was really... Saibai, I'd like to hear it come from your mouth. You assisted with Mikado's plan, but at the same time you were working as a double agent for the Kisaragi Foundation. Is it true? Who told you? I didn't think the director wanted to talk to you. Oh, Ray Mikado, that explains it. What? Of course, it's just for money. Dude, why is every character that I genuinely liked turn out to be like the worst scumbag possible? Like, what? The world has changed since the biggest, yeah. The main clients were caught up in the tragedy, or people who ended up in hiding. What's even more annoying is that there wasn't much work because of the restoration process and the battle against despair. With a lack of work like that, Mikado Sonochi's deal seemed like a rain in a drought. Why would I decline an offer like that? Even if your employer is an AI? You weren't even hired by the real Mikado. He was that guy's alter ego. We already know everything. Because he was an alter ego, he became more reliable as an income source. What? How does that even make sense? That isn't... I'm no psychologist, but trust me on this. Humans are the most unreliable creatures on this planet. On one hand, an AI with a clear sense of purpose is perfect as a business partner. Also, the price was paid in advance as a single payment. How does an alter ego pay you? Hell if I know. Probably stole the money from someone's account and deposited it in mine. I don't give it. That's all. Shut up and leave me alone. I have nothing I want to talk to you about. I feel like a dog right now. What? Did you talk to Iraha? Iraha said you told her something. Don't discriminate. That girl really is a loudmouth. Doesn't she know what confidential information is? That stupid girl bought information using standard procedure, and I paid up. I'm giving that information for free, you know. We'll pay up too. How much are we talking? What's with that look? If Iraha can buy the information, why can't we? Alright, you can buy my services. It's not like there's anything else to do. So what do you want to know from trash like me? I don't want to just chat. This is about the investigation. Tell us everything you've investigated so far. It's useless info anyway. Just so you're aware, it doesn't matter what I tell you. It's impossible to beat Mikado. Why is everyone saying this? How can you be so sure? It's just how it is. There's no way to beat him from the inside of the virtual world. That's why I intervened from the outside. I didn't know that shit would get messed up like this. Well, we don't know until we try. Alright, if you have something to say, make it quick. There's a lot you want to ask me, right? There's something I want to know first. Your principle is clearly don't reveal any information or transaction deals to anyone, right? You're a criminal, but you still have some sort of honor code. So why did you make a contract with Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? Yeah, what? During the class trial, you tried to hide the deal you made with Emma, and then he just told everyone. You're right, I do have what you call a set of beliefs I follow. I'm not sure if it's because I broke that rule all this is happening. But I had my reasons. I didn't just mindlessly take the money. Of course the cash was huge, but if you analyze the situation carefully, staying with the Foundation was more beneficial in the long run. Mikado Sonoji, something's changed since I first met him, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I've been doing this line of work for years. My instincts have been telling me something is wrong. That's why I betrayed Mikado. Is that the opposite of what you just said? I thought an alter ego would be more reliable than a human. Thought that at first too, but as the deal went on, something seemed weird. It felt much more different than simply being betrayed. It was like an unknown anxiety I felt around Mikado. Come to think of it, doesn't that mean you're in danger too? I thought he's the type of person to kill everybody who betrayed him. I already told you, no matter what we do, it's impossible to beat him. Dude, why is everyone just giving up? He knows I betrayed him, but he doesn't care. Killing me is just trivial to him. Saibai, that's quite unusual coming from someone like you. You've always found a way. Problem is, we're just human. We can't win as long as we're limited by that fact. If that's true, then why the hell did you betray him? If you didn't think you could beat him, you shouldn't have betrayed him. Well, he thought everything was over. After I had vanished, didn't you suddenly get disconnected from the virtual world? Why are you bringing that up? It wasn't supposed to happen. It was an error. What? It's been a while since I was a hostess, you know. Is that why the execution was interrupted? No, that was just a side effect of the reboot. Did any of you feel less energetic before then? When I was about to enter the trial grounds, I lost consciousness. That's because I was shutting down the virtual world from the outside. That's why I betrayed Mikado. It was the only way you can defeat an alter ego, shutting them down. No matter how smart an alter ego is, it's just a computer program in the end. You can just turn that off. Does an alter ego die when you shut off the device it's connected to? Death isn't exactly a thing for an alter ego, but if there's no power supply, they can't operate. They'll just freeze forever until what they're connected to is turned back on. But that didn't happen. Mikado came back and called us all here, right? If he couldn't turn himself back on, does that mean someone from the outside turned the machine back on? I got no clue what happened. How? That doesn't make sense. Who would do something like that? Hold on, I can assure you that nobody turned it back on. The only ones that could have done it are the director, Rei, Makaru, and myself. We were the only ones in that room at the time. I didn't do it. I'm not that batshit crazy that I'd mess with him again. So how did Mikado come back? No clue. This is so ridiculous. What if this shit hadn't happened? All of this would be over, and I'd be cracking open a cold, nice beer right now. Wait, then that means... You said no matter how strong an alter ego is, they can't prevent themselves from being turned off, right? Ignoring Mikado waking up from the equation, shouldn't it have been Over regardless if you woke up or not? There's two problems with your idiotic statement. Number one, if we didn't come here, the door to the lab would remain locked forever. We'd be screwed. Did you even listen to what the hostess said? Mikado locked the door to the lab and locked us all in. The door was powered by electricity. We didn't have a choice since Mikado was in control of the facility. Wait, what are you talking about the facility for? Didn't Ray Makari tell you both? The Neo World program is linked directly to the lab. Mikado Sonoji is the Neo World program himself, which is why he has control. This is so ridiculous. You don't seriously think the Neo World program is all contained in some tiny little computer, do you? So Mikado is the Neo World program? Yeah, I was the one who installed the alter ego Mikado into the Neo World program. It's been quite a while since I did it, so he's probably almost fully integrated with the Neo World program now. The lab, too. Why did you do all of this? He's literally the true main antagonist, then. That's what this means. Secondly, there's a lot of security in the Neo World program. Mikado Sonoji and the Neo World program are now one and the same, so security is increased significantly. In other words, the Neo World program will no longer shut down, even if the outside power is cut completely. What? How is that possible? It's just a machine. It can't run without any power. It's not just some basic computer we're talking about. If you really want to stop the power supply of the Neo World program, you have to blow the entire facility up. But even that wouldn't be enough. You have to blow up the entire island to make sure all the wires are destroyed. Dude, what? We're on an island in the real world? It's not just some ordinary island. It's an exclusive one with the facility on it, the lab. There's so much security. How did you turn it off before? Even though Mikado came back somehow, didn't you already shut it down once? You wanna know what I use? A flash drive? A USB containing the administrator code for the Neo World program. There's an admin code? Using it gives you administrator privileges. With this, you'd have the exact same power as Mikado. Really? How do you have that? Because I was the one who modified the Neo World program in the first place. It wasn't just modification, I did everything. From stealing to building the lab, installing the software. Dude! He literally did everything! He did everything himself! I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. How do you think an alter ego could have done this without a physical body? So you're responsible for it? Yeah, he's literally responsible for everything. You did all of this by yourself? You might not believe it, but it's true. Well, that's one question answered. Didn't you want to know how I turned it off too? How are you just nonchalant about all these people dying? It's your fault that all these people died. Using the admin code, I was able to modify the program. That's when I restarted the program. Doing that bypassed all the security that Mikado worked on. When I got past the security, it was just a matter of a few clicks to turn it off. Simple, right? Couldn't you just do that now? If you have the same privileges as Mikado, we're saved. Are you joking? Of course he blocked my code. Why on earth would he let someone who betrayed him have a code like that? How powerful is the admin code? Not exactly that powerful. About the equivalent of Mikado's, nothing more, nothing less. When I was in the real world, he took my permissions away. If my permissions were still here, I could have added some countermeasures right now. So that USB is basically useless. The USB itself is still useful, however, we need a new password to get the permissions back. Since the password has been changed, it's going to be useless to us now. But if we manage to find the password, there's a chance we can win, right? If we just find the password, everything... Yeah, no, that's not happening. You just keep trying to... Do you know what happens when you do that? It kicks you out. You can't just guess a password that easily. It's got way too many characters. It's got the chance of a lottery. Either way, what we know now is Mikado is back, and it seems like he doesn't even know how it happened. You haven't even tried to find another solution. You just sat here in despair this whole time. It's because there isn't a way out of this. An alter ego will instantly improve its security flaws. There's nothing you can do against something like that. I spent years preparing for this. I knew what he could do, and everything still ended up going to shit. All my years of preparation for nothing. Guess my life was just destined to be crap ever since I was born. Dude. Even with saying something so depressing, Saibai kept his usual smirk. Just as Yuriko said, unlike the usual cocky Saibai we always got before, he seemed deep in despair about the situation. To be honest, he seems quite like a pessimistic guy on the inside. Saibai was unusually talkative. His abnormal behavior might be because we're up against someone who apparently can't be beat. Saibai, what are you gonna do now? Both your business with Mikado and the Kisaragi Foundation really doesn't matter anymore. Now that you're a victim just like us, you need to come up with some sort of plan. Well, it doesn't matter what I do. I'm gonna find a way out of this situation alive. I don't give a shit what you lot do. Don't be stupid. This situation is your fault anyway. Take some responsibility. Don't hold me accountable. It's your fault! It's literally your fault! Nothing else to say, I'm leaving. Wait a minute. Wait, I want to ask something. Oh my god. Are you kidding? Saibai, I have something to ask. Why are you here? What do you want? Now that I think about it, it was you who worked with Nikke to create the Tower of Babel, right? What? It would only be possible for you to do such a feat. Our idiotic void friends couldn't do something like that themselves. The helpless Nikke, he must have saved a lot of money to be able to afford Saibai's services. What? Is that actually true? What are you doing here? Finally come to punish the traitor? No way, don't be so down. You're my precious partner. No, that's a load of crap. Don't be scared, I won't hurt you. Saying that just... You're so stupid, Mikado. Oh my god, what do you want from me? What the hell are you after? Even if Utsura gets resurrected, you'll be stuck in the virtual world. Saibai, you should already know. The point I gave you, it's the true ending I listed. The true ending? How about it, Saibai? I have a proposition for you. Would you like to work at my side again? What? I already betrayed you once before. Why would you want to work with someone like me again? That's true, but all humans lie and betray. However, I no longer care about that. Of course you'll be paid in full. I still need you for something. Saibai, don't listen to him. It's a trap. I'll pay you double the amount the Kisaragi Foundation is offering you. Are you kidding me? If he actually accepts this, it's the same situation as before. You joined the Kisaragi Foundation because there was more benefit for you. Now the tables have turned, and it would be more beneficial to join me, wouldn't it? That was also when you did not know my updated plan. I'm sure you'd see the benefits if you heard what it entails. Alright, you got my attention. It's not like I can do anything. What? Okay, no, he's gotta be lying. Saibai, no. It's no use, Sora. It's not on anybody's side. Saibai's mind is only swayed by the power of money. If you wish to change Saibai's mind, you better offer him something more. You're a disgrace. Now, should we talk in private? Good luck with the investigation, Sora and Yuriko. The final class trial is approaching. There's no way he's gonna actually join him again. There's no way. He's definitely bluffing. They left. Everything be okay? Do you think Saibai will sell to Mikado again? He didn't actually agree to it yet. I'm not sure. Like Mikado said, Saibai isn't on anyone's side. For since the beginning, he was always our enemy. The only thing I know for sure is, if Saibai joins with Mikado, we'll have another problem on our hands. I'm worried about what Saibai and Mikado are talking about. There's still some things for us to investigate, but it looks like there's no way for us to beat Mikado. We should give up on that for now. So Saibai dude, we've gotten like 3 things for him now. He really was the, like, secondary antagonist of this game. What is that? What is happening? It's Iraha. What is going on? What could you be screaming about? What is going on? Oh, it's you two. What are you doing? Are you playing on the slot machine? What happened to drawing your final piece? About that. Are you kidding me? You want us to play. If you want us to play alone. We're not messing around. That's not what I meant. Something weird happened. Something weird? What happened? Iraha, did you get a jackpot? She must have kept spinning until she got it. Probably been here ever since we last saw her. I haven't, I swear. Sora, turn the lever. Trust me. You're acting really weird. Just ignore this. No, we should do it. We're gonna get 7s. The slot machine had been here ever since we arrived in the Monocruise at the beginning of the killing game. Shortly after the machine stopped, I understood. I understood exactly what Iraha was taught. Yeah, see? What is happening? What? Sora, you got 777s? I mean, money doesn't do much in the virtual world, but that's really impressive luck. It's not that. Sora, turn the lever again. Okay. It's gonna happen again. Aren't we just wasting time here? Wait, something is off. We're gonna get it again. Yeah. I don't think this should be happening. This doesn't seem right. What is happening? All summons again. Is the machine broken? No, it's not that. It's not the slot machine. No matter what you do in this room, you always get the best possible result. The probability doesn't make sense at all. What is this? I'm gonna check something out. Because of Ira's words, we decided to try out the other games. And the results were outstanding. Oh no! Oh no! I know what this means. I don't even know how to play pool. All the balls go in the holes even if I hit them randomly. Oh no! That means Utsuro he's almost here. I mean, I think that's what it means. Or the luck is coming back. If the luck's coming back, Utsuro's coming back too, let's be honest. If he comes back, we're screwed. I've said this. Nothing good will come from that. Is this just an anomaly caused by the restart of the virtual world? Like how Mikado can use magic? Ara, do you know why this is happening? I don't have a clue. Huh? This is the power of divine. I said this. Yep, here he is. He's here. What's with that face? It looks like you've seen a monster. That hurts a lot, you know. It's your face. Your face is taunting me. Mikado, what are you doing here? What have you done with Saibai? My deal with Saibai is sure to go smoothly. I don't have to tell you anything. You'll find out the outcome sooner or later. The power of divine luck. What does that mean? The entire game room has been changed to give you some clues about divine luck. It's an artificial simulation space of divine luck. In other words, you could call this the divine luck experience. The divine luck experience? Now that everyone knows Void's plan to revive Utsuro, so that his divine luck will come back. This is the result of my plan, to create an artificial space of divine luck within my program. Even though it's artificial, it seems real, right? This can be accomplished by extracting Utsuro's legacy from Yuki's brain. What? Where is Yuki? I didn't do anything. Yuki himself is turning into Dude. In order for me to complete the transformation of Yuki to Utsuro, I needed to create a similar space to the last time it happened. When Yuki becomes a vessel for his artificial divine luck, I'll be able to merge it with his body and Utsuro will be resurrected. Did you create divine luck? I'm not sure how I did it, but I must have been very lucky. During my first attempt, the power was significantly weaker. The fact that artificial divine luck is so powerful means that the resurrection of Utsuro is drawing near. I said this. Watch this. No matter how I shuffle the cards, I always end up with a royal flush. This is ridiculous. This isn't luck. It's just a big scam you made by manipulating the virtual world. You're just trying to confuse us. Nah. I'm not denying anything. However, it's still a game of probability, even if it only applies in the virtual world. If we put that power inside Yuki's body, Utsuro will be resurrected. Using the personality override feature of the Neo World program, Utsuro will rise from the grave. This will no longer be a game of chance, and it will be the birth of the true wielder of divine luck, the one who controls reality. That is... No. No matter how much you try, it's impossible to recreate divine luck. What? What? Exactly. This is the exact number of times I've simulated this before. Do you know, that's over 1 billion times. What? I haven't even heard of a number that high before. This is the result of reaching about 57 thousandths of that amount. Or 5,700ths of that amount. 57 thousandths. What am I saying? That explains why it's possible. It's just a ridiculous number. Maybe for a mere human, but not for someone like me. I think it's a rather small number. I was prepared to go to... Okay, whatever. We don't care, big shot. This was the purpose of my creation. Even if it took me an eternity. In eternity, I would find the answer eventually. All that time has been spent in vain. Has not been spent in vain. This is the final stage of my plan. The divine luck is already affecting reality, is it not? That's... How else do you think I was able to wake up again? Honestly, Saibai's betrayal wasn't even considered in my plan. I felt some slight despair when the program was shut down. But nevertheless, I woke up again. I thought to myself, this must be the power of divine luck. What else could it be? I understand now. So that's how it happened. To complete the plan, you needed Yuki's body to become Utsuro, and you'd have a perfect form of divine luck. Is that what brought us back to the virtual world? Felt good to wake up, but the plan was still a failure. I'll tell you the reason I brought you here, and why I'm holding a class trial to finish the plan, at the trial. So you can continue to investigate. You can also keep trying out the divine luck in this room if you wish. Is it not an amazing experience? While it's not quite finished, you can use it for all the games here. Everything is going the way I want it to. Isn't what? No. Just stop. Is that really true? Is the divine luck really being revived again? You truly believe I'm only capable of deception. Isn't the fact that I woke up again proof enough? So it isn't too late, there's hope? And I'll get it back. No, Iraha. Are you? No! Iraha! I'm not sure you deserve it. After all, you were against me moments ago, correct? That's... Even though you betrayed me first, it's all in the past. I'm not gonna die, right? What a despicable human being. What's best for me is to hope divine luck gets revived. Nobody has to die. The killing game is over now. You're right anyway. It's all in the past. They say yesterday's enemy is today's friend after all. So shall we work together again? Oh my god. I was lying. Who would want to work with a worthless piece of trash like you? You're that idiotic that you'd be absolutely no use to my plan anyway. Do you understand? What? Don't worry, Iraha. I will still spare your life. Isn't that what matters most? Even if you don't like it, the resurrection of divine luck has already been determined. I'll still allow you to have some brief exposure to it since I'm so generous. Until then, please enjoy the divine luck experience. Please don't sit around and do nothing. I can't believe she actually just considered that. Wait, Mikado. Iraha, are you serious? No, you don't need to explain. You must have some guts to announce you're betraying us, right in front of our faces. No, you're not. You're not sorry. Come back here. Say it to my face. Calm down, Yoriko. Iraha's already given up. It's just too much. I don't care what he does. I just don't want him to hurt us. Sora, what do you make of Mikado's words? About the resurrection of divine luck? What he said might be true. Neither Rei or Saibai could figure out how Mikado managed to come back. Power to make such an unexplainable phenomenon happen at will. Is that what divine luck is? I don't understand. The true divine luck will return by putting artificial luck inside Yuki's body. The true divine luck. Yoriko, it's not just the divine luck that matters. I'm not sure why, but Yuki is turning into Utsuro. There's no way around it. If that happened, Yuki's personality could disappear forever. The eternal rest of Utsuro is the freedom of Yuki. That's why we have to stop Mikado. Oh my gosh. The fact that this is not the real Mikado still doesn't make sense to me. How is that even possible? This room has been locked the entire game. You remember in Chapter 1 when I had talked to Mikado when he was standing in front of this door? Dude, I remember this. Forgot about this door. It's always been locked ever since we got here. Yeah, I think, but it had a password on it. A password? It's already unlocked. Do you think Mikado opened it for the... Yeah, he did. It's the first time we've ever entered this room. I don't know what could be waiting for us inside. Let's be careful. Dude, I want to see what's in here. This is the room. You remember at the end of Chapter 1 when all the voids were yelling at Mikado? This is the room where he was like, oh, who cares if Hajime died or whatever. You remember that? This is it. This is... As we entered the locked room, it felt like we entered some sort of control room. There were monitors everywhere displaying what looks like security footage around the monocruise. Below it, there were numerous buttons of unknown use. Also, considering it's been locked up until now, it must have been used for... looking at... What?! Welcome to my room. What are you talking about? You're dead! What? Monochrome? Also known as the control room, this room is used to control the entire killing game. We saw you die! Dead? Me? I have no clue what you're talking about. What are you talking about? You helped us and then got impaled by Mikado. Helped? You? When did that happen? What? Sorry, that's impossible. I was built only... Okay, this is just some random version of Monochrome. Please don't do that. My ears. Oh my god. Monochro's gone. Were you surprised? Yeah, I knew he created that. I can't believe the look on your face is truly perfection. You again? You already appeared enough times already. I didn't think it was possible to be more sick of someone. Since our dear Monocro has gone, I should be the one to come to explain everything to you. I basically created a new Monocro based on backup data of it that I have. As you can see, it doesn't share memories after a reboot. There were some contradictions in his memory, so I decided it wasn't worth the time and effort, and I got rid of him again. This got rid of him? You kill when you want, you save when you want. Is that the message you're trying to send? Sora, Monokuro is just a program. For him, the concept of living and dying doesn't exist. But as Monokuro said, this is the control room. To be honest, this room is basically useless. What? How? Monokuro can see everything that happens on the entire island without having to look at these screens. Somebody with a student role could not enter this room until now. I wish I could tell you more, but this room is really useless. Well then, do whatever you like. There could be more important clues hidden around. That's a very... I mean, I guess what he's trying to say is Monokuro can literally already see everything at all times. Same with Mikado himself. So this room literally didn't do anything for them. Before he disappeared, he said that Monokuro said that this place controlled the killing game. What exactly does it do? If it was really useless, you wouldn't have built a room like this. Well, I guess you could say it's used to record videos of what's happened over the last few days. The screens in the control room have a function to record everything that happened in Utsuroshima with the cameras. Now that the killing game is over, it's a useless feature. If I needed it, I wouldn't have burned it to a crisp along with the monocruise. Huh. In the end, the situation ended up like this, and now the control room has an unexpected use. To put it simply, the control room has some clues. I'm gonna leave this place. Please investigate at your own discretion. Huh. Alright. Every time that idiot shows up, he acts more and more insane. What's the point of messing with the dead just to mock us? I'm sorry, Monokuro. Erika. It's... Mikado said that Monokuro is just a program. Monokuro did say it himself, and he said we shouldn't sympathize with him, but I still feel bad for him. He was just used. Originally, he was a program made to help people, and he got turned into a monster. It's okay, Erika. The Kisaragi Foundation has the backup data of Alter Ego, don't they? Monokuro said it was created by Kagurine Corporation, right? If we speak to someone who works there, maybe we can see him again. Because the program doesn't have a concept of life and death. Yeah, you're right. Mikado said that this room has recorded records of everything that happened in the Utsuroshima Islands, right? Yeah, so we need to go back and look at everything. I think so. I should have read that. Mikado said it's useless, but still, there must be something useful to investigate around here. I'm sorry, y'all. There is so much dialogue. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, let me save. There were dozens of monitors lined up on the wall. You can see the entire interior of the monocruise from here. Some screens were empty, but I assumed that they were for the island's cameras that weren't active anymore. Mikado was monitoring us from here. No, I think it was used for something else. What? Mikado said this control room was to be used by Monokuro. If he was watching everything from here, he would have known about Nike's betrayal in the Tower of Babel. He didn't know about those things until much later. That makes sense. If he was watching everything from this room, he would have known about all of that. Still possible, but very unlikely that he actually used it. But I've always felt that Mikado had a particular set of principles from the beginning. He was always insistent that he was just another student like us, that we had equal rules to each other. Well, that was a lie. It doesn't really matter if Mikado used this room or not. Over here, Sora, I think we can work the screens using this control panel. Oh, saved videos. We should watch these, yeah. Searching them all seems a bit excessive. There's well over 1,000 files. We should pick the ones that look important first. Looks like they're all organized by the time they were recorded. I think we could use this to find the important ones. Can you do it? I'm not really good at using machines. Sure, I don't mind. Just wait a minute. Let's start the video. Alright. So... Yuriko messed with the control panel several times. Is this Monokuro's gym? Yuki, go further down. I can't. Dude, it's so nice to see him. You've done 3. You're almost there. You can do it. The final push. You can do it. Okay, that definitely wasn't important. But it was nice to see that. It was nice to see Shinji again. Is it Yuki and Shinji training together? That was the wrong video. Let's try again. How do you use this thing? I thought it would be similar to CCTV cameras, but... wow, it's so weird seeing him. Great combo. No, this won't do. I gotta try something else. Brilliant combo. I did it! My special move is finally complete. Dude, it's so nice seeing Hajime. Sis, my knees are hurting. What? Sis, are you sleeping? Get him out of here. No, I don't want to see that. Oh my god, what a creep. These are definitely not important videos, I can tell you all that much. This is definitely something important, but what you said, I'll try my best to find it. Just be careful that no one finds out that you're a void. That's what she was trying to tell us! I mean, Nikke eventually told us he was a void, but... Wait, I mean, I'm assuming she was talking to... I mean, who else would she be talking to? Let's be honest. Yuriko, it's Setsuka. It's definitely her. It has to be Nikke. Yeah, see? I'll be cautious. I'm planning on relying solely on the power of your eye here. Remember to be careful. We need to keep this a secret. Don't worry, I've got this. Just believe in your big sis. It's so nice to see her. Setsuka and Nikke, when did this conversation happen? Looks like it happened around the time the monocruise was sailing towards the third island from the second. I don't think there's that big of a time difference from when these conversations happened. Yuriko, can we track what these two had been up to? Maybe we can see what Setsuka did. I'll try to find more. We can also find out more about what the note Setsuka left for Nikke. If we get a good angle, we might even be able to read a little of what it said. Alright, I'm gonna play the video now.
Oi.
It's your turn, Setsuka. Already? That's fast. Got any clues? Well, I know for one thing for sure, Mikado is hiding something in that room. It's gotta be important. It's the same as last time. Mikado always enters that room right after a class trial ends. Damn, we gotta find a way to get in there. I was just wondering, if you manage to get into that room, what exactly do you plan on looking for? I'm not sure yet. However, Mikado clearly has something to hide in that control room. The fact that he enters it after a trial proves that. But you're the only one who can search for clues in such a short time without arousing suspicion. I know it's dangerous, but I can't do this without you. Hey, straighten up that face of yours, Kay. You're running that handsome face. You're ruining that handsome face of yours. What are you talking about? When I first saw you, I thought you were a girl, you know. Your skincare is amazing. Please tell Big Sis your secret. Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. Take this seriously. You're risking your life here, you know. I know. That's why I have to joke around. Thank you for trusting me, Nikke. Is it too much to be able to tell the others? You can't. The more people know, the higher risk we get caught. You don't know how cruel Mikado can be. I'm not trying to sympathize with you since you're a void, but don't try to put all the burden on yourself. This older sis knows how hard you've been working. Sometimes it's not so bad to lean on others. Don't worry, you're the only one who knows my true nature. This is just a work relationship anyway. What are you doing? Stop playing with my hair. Sorry, you're just like a cute... I couldn't help myself. Stop messing around, it's annoying. Just go ahead and get some rest. It's almost time for you to go. Alright, take care. Dude, she's always... She was so playful. I missed her. Yuriko. Huh? Yeah? Did you save such a sweet video for the end? No, I didn't do that. Besides, we didn't find any clues. I'll try to skip past all the useless scenes. It'll just take a little. Oh, no. Oh. He's gone? And no one else is here. 0430. That's it. She got in! It's open! Nikke said he only needed the password. I don't know when Mikado will be distracted again. I've got to take a look for now. Setsuka had the password for this room? More importantly, what did Setsuka find inside this room? Should we start the next video? This is the last video. There's gotta be more. What do you mean? The rest of the videos are just the other islands in the monocruise. There's no cameras in this room, remember? So that's probably why there's no videos of it. Oh my god, are you actually kidding me? I thought this time we had actually found out what Setsuka found, but we failed again. Yuriko desperately searched for the next video, but the only one she could find was the one she left from the room. There was no video of her actually in this room. Dude. Oh, great. What are you all looking at? Why are you here? Stop popping up everywhere when we try to investigate. It's useless to search for what Setsuka discovered. It's useless? What do you mean? It really isn't worth the time. Or you knowing at all. You already know everything that Setsuka discovered about me. What? Why is that surprising? You're almost at the end of your investigation, and I've given you all the clues already. Setsuka was not killed by Kanade, and instead directly told you the information. Then, it might have been useful. But now, everything is over, and there's nothing you can do. No way. Dude, it's pretty much true. You've got to be lying. Huh? The information that Setsuka found was really useless then. Why did you delete the note she wrote? The note? Monokuro said that the backup data of Setsuka's note was deleted. Mikado, you're the only one who could do that apart from Monokuro himself, am I wrong? Oh, she has him there. Well, I admit I was the one who deleted it, but I can assure you the information written on that note is useless now. There was something written there that you definitely should not know on that note. Something we shouldn't know? Yes, the purpose of my entire being, the root of my existence that humans cannot comprehend. My basic algorithm? What are you talking about? It's nothing. I don't care how much you search in here anyway. Because the contents of that note is nowhere to be found in here. It isn't recorded anywhere at all. It's as Yuriko said, there's no cameras in the control room, and Setsuka died before she could reveal the contents. The only people who will ever know what the contents are Setsuka herself and Kanade. If you want somebody to blame Setsuka for not telling you the info. Yeah, honestly, she should have just told us. She was like, oh yeah, I'll tell you guys. Like, what? That was the biggest death flag ever, dude. Why would she do that? I can't. Anyway, that's only a part of my purpose. It isn't really something you need to look into currently. The reason I unlocked the control room wasn't for you to search or something like that. In fact, it was for you to see this. I knew it. I said this. Are you kidding? So what? No, Mikado used magic. He used magic. When Tyria was in front of Sora's door, he kidnapped him. That is literally the only explanation. There's no way Tyria just disappeared. Do you not remember? I said in this class trial we will also discuss Tyria's case. This video was recorded a few days ago, just before his murder in Higa City. Look closer at my conversation with Tyria in this video, and maybe you'll find some clues you didn't before. Have a good look at it. The final class trial is drawing near. Piece of crap, dude. Sora? All the information that Setsuka discovered is useless. Do you really think that's true? It might not have been in vain. Despite what Mikado said, Nike's betrayal, my memories of Akane Tyra returning, my contact with the Kisaragi Foundation. Without what Setsuka did, none of that would have happened. Finding what Setsuka found out is important, but I'm sure it will overlap with what we already know somehow. And we will even need to figure it out for the trial. From what we've been told, it's impossible to know what the note said. Yeah, I think it would be better to give up on that for now, and let's focus on what happened at Tyria. Yuriko, before that, is there a video from when we first arrived at the 5th island? The morning after we arrived at the 5th island, I had a brief conversation with Tyria. When we were talking, I had a weird sound from the other side of the door, and when I opened it, he vanished. I want to check from there first. The day after we reached the 5th island. Yeah, that's what I said. He was in front of the door. Sora, I told you before, remember? That I'd protect you all no matter what. Tyria? That's it. Watch shortly after I open the door. Tyria disappears. This is my final promise. I still don't understand everything. But I must do my duty as a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, even if that means the end of me. Tyria. What? He just disappeared. This is what happened when he used the reset code. Saibai? It's the same thing that Ray did. Saibai said that he disconnected from the virtual world using his admin powers. Back then, it happened right in front of my eyes. He just disappeared. So did Tyria leave? No, he died. Tyria's body was found a few days after this. Maybe the body of Tyria we just saw was his avatar. No. That's what Ray said. It's a side effect of using the emergency code to escape. However, Ray said that the emergency code to escape can only be used once. We assume Tyria used the escape code. It would mean he's still alive, but from Ray's reaction, I think he is dead. And what happened? What happened in this video makes no sense. It doesn't make sense if he disappeared just like Saibai. Unless Tyria was an administrator too? Saibai was Mikado's contributor, so he had the administrator code. It could be possible that Saibai gave the code to Tyria at some point since he was working for the Foundation too. I'll look for the next... No, Saibai wouldn't do that. Why would he do that? If he didn't end up in the real world, we should find out what happened in the next video. The video that Mikado showed us, it was in the East Warehouse of the Twin Towers. That's exactly where Tyria's body was discovered. I'll load it up now.
何これ
What? Where am I? I'm pretty sure I logged out. Pleasure to see you again, Tyria. Dude, you arriving here means you unlocked your reset code. And after all that, you still fell into my trap. How? How did he know? It's still too early for you to die. Even though you're already dead, there's a possibility that it would complicate things further if you actually died. I'll decide when you die. Why have you tied me up? Just keep you quiet in here for now. Don't worry too much, I brought you some food. You really think I'll eat this damn rice you've given me? Release me now. Remember, my cooking is amazing. Shut your damn mouth. This isn't the time for that. I should be in the real world with Ray. There, we have a problem. If you disappeared from the virtual world, my firewall would disappear too. What? Tyria, when you flew off and lost consciousness on the first island. You might not know this because you were unconscious, but I modified your data a bit. My data? To put it simply, congratulations. You are now the world's first human firewall to block access to the real world. As long as you're inside the virtual world, nobody else will have access to it from the real world. How is that No, that should not be possible. It's impossible to leave or enter as long as you exist. No. What? How? Okay, I have so many questions, but let me just keep reading. Of course, in addition to yourself, there are multiple other security measures to prevent contact with the real world. When the Kisaragi Foundation finally decides to take action, all of that security will get broken eventually. However, using a live security device made using your biometric data for its code means it cannot be solved using usual means. How ironic, you're in a situation where everybody's rescue is impossible because of you. It's your fault. Don't BS me, I know you're lying. From lying, why did you end up here instead of disconnecting from the virtual world like planned? From lying, why isn't the Kisaragi Foundation here after such a long time? You don't even know yourself. How stupid are you? In any case, Tyria, you are the insurance of my plan. You must remain alive for the moment. Either way, I can't let you go to the real world. You don't have to be in prison, but I can't let you tell everybody that you have your memories back. Please stay quiet, calm, and enjoy your time here. What? You damn lunatic. Come here, Iraha. Oh my god. You haven't eaten yet, so leave the food here. I'll even free one of your hands so you can enjoy your meal. Things would be difficult if my firewall died due to hunger. Here you go, Tyria. You don't need to worry about the outside world. My plan is almost over. All you have to do is stay here like a good little firewall. If you excuse us, come on, Iraha. Mikado Sonoji, damn it. Yeah. What are they talking about? Firewalls? Looks like Tyria tried to go to the real world around the same time Saibai was talking to me. I don't know how he knew how to log out. It seems like there was already a trap set for him. Tyria fell right into Mikado's hands. He was caught and trapped instantly. So Tyria's entire existence blocked contact with the outside world? Is that why the Kisaragi Foundation didn't come to help us? Don't forget that the flow of time is different between the virtual world and the real world, like Ray said. I see, so as soon as Tyria died, we were able to go out into the real world. Now that we know of this, what do we do now? Should we just keep watching? I think so. I don't want to watch this, if I'm gonna be honest. I brought you some rice again this time. How are you feeling? We're not friends. Stop. You haven't eaten. You really want to die, huh? You know if you die here, you'll die in the real world too. At least have some water. Get lost. Well, do as you wish. I'm not hungry either. Alright, I'm leaving. Throw yesterday's food away or do whatever you want with it. I'm not too bothered. Hi, I'll put today's food here. I'm not surprised, but are you really the last void? Why are you talking to me? What do you mean? He has no one else to talk to. Is Mikado trying to kill me? No. Even a fool like me can tell. Mikado said if I die, things would be difficult for him. He expects I'd do something like this after hearing that. It's all another lie. Yeah, he wants me to refuse to eat and starve myself to death. I don't know anything. Or is it reverse psychology? If me dying would really cause such a problem, why aren't you forcing me to eat? Why are you just standing there watching me starve? That's the problem. I'm refusing to eat, and you're both acting like it's all according to plan. That's weird. If he wanted to kill you, he could do it at any time. And if he wanted to starve you, he wouldn't bring you any meals like this. I think the meals are insurance. You poisoned the food, haven't you? Of course, it's so obvious. Poison? You're overthinking. It's just rice. If I'm weak in spirit, I'll succumb to hunger and eat the food. It doesn't matter if I starve or get poisoned. Either way, it's definitely a trap to kill me. It's only natural when you think about it. If I'm alive, then nobody can go back to the real world. So what would you both do when this is all over, if you can't leave? In the end, that bastard would end up killing me one day. And if he's trying to hide it, he's trying to hide it by bringing me food. That bastard. He said I'm already dead and that he decides when I die. I know what that means. He's gonna kill me, but it's not time yet. He's trying to predict when I'll die by manipulating my actions. Iraha, why are you even here? It's like he's talking to a wall. What if Mikado made a mistake in his plan? What if he isn't as smart as he thought? For example, if I stay alive, nobody can get out, and you can't contact the outside. What if you're only focused on your front and not your back, and I eat the rice? Tyria, you wouldn't. I bet it's... no. Dude, no. Why are you surprised? You brought it for me to eat. It's kind of awkward to eat with one hand, but... Iraha, why did you bring me this? She ran away. He had no one to be with in his final moments. You're a terrible liar, but I'm the same. I don't even know if I did the right thing, but I think this is what Tsurugi would have done. If it was Rei, she would have been swearing at the food, right? Yeah, I should have done this in the ballroom. Looks like I've grown up a bit. I don't know how much time I've given them by doing this, but I hope I helped them. It'd be great. I'll leave it all to you. Rei and Tsurugi, please. Dog, this game plays with my feelings way too much. This game just drains my emotions. I can't. Was that really necessary? Did we need to see that? This is too much. I know I said I hated Tyria in Chapter 4, but he really was one of my favorite characters. He sacrificed himself. Tyria. In my memories as Akane Tyra, I remember him as my classmate. We might not have been that close, but I'm glad I had more time with him as Sora. In the end, he wasn't a suspicious or bad person. He promised he'd protect us in the Tower of Babel. He really meant it. Even if it was kind of weird the way he did it. Not kind of, it was weird. Tyria, why did you choose to die? Why did you need to sacrifice yourself? Was it worth it? I mean, it was kind of necessary. If Tyria didn't leave, or if he didn't die, Saibai wouldn't have been able to leave and reboot the program, which saved everyone. His death has meaning. Tyria believed in his classmates until his last breath. Rei and Tsurugi have already helped us. He believed in them as he took his own life. The firewall disappeared sooner than Mikado expected. Because of that, the Foundation was able to act soon. But in the end, they still ended up in Mikado's hands, and they were forced into... yeah. Tyria's sacrifice was in vain. I'm sorry, I'm just so worked up. It was in vain. Maybe you're right. Yeah? But we're the ones who can change that. It's not over yet. We're still fighting him, and until we lose, his death is not in vain. You're right. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to insult Tyria's sacrifice like that. When he lost his memories, I said a lot of harsh things to him. It's all Mikado's fault. The power of Utsuro, the cause of everything. It's all because of divine luck. We're gonna put an end to all of it. As it should be. We will return from the virtual world with a newfound hope. We'll end this terrible tragedy. There's more stuff in here? File cabinet. Okay, hold on. Numerous folders, each filled with files. Most of the files were documents written in multiple foreign languages or reports written in some programming language. Even amidst all of those, there are still a few I was able to read. Like, the profiles in the excuse me. It's the profiles and the next generation symbols of hope. It's similar to what I saw when I was investigating with Monochrome, but it'll be useful for those who weren't there for that. Yeah, it's just what I read before. Still, it's good to be able to have a refresher on all this, especially all collected together like this. By reviewing the information I only heard in words before, I was once again convinced on the clues I got. I went through the documents for a few minutes, but there wasn't any information, as I hoped. Yuriko, any luck? Huh? Yuriko, what happened? You look so pale. What? What happened? Oh, yeah. This happened. I had a look at the thick folder Yuriko was holding. It's a report containing the summary of the killing game of the 79th class. Sora, this is... yeah. The report contained a section on how the killing game started. All the murder cases, class trials, the culprit, all of them. The details of the blackened... of the class trial, the blackened, of the killing game, the ending, everything was shown with detailed pictures. Memories. Memories that I'm still not sure are my own, but I still remember it all. The words in the report, the photos in the report, they all reveal the sins of my past. Ultimate lucky student Yuki Maeda. Ultimate maid Akane Tyria. Those two from the 79th class. They were the masterminds behind Tyria's killing game. They're the Mikado Sonoji of her case. No, it's true. I tried to refute the words of Yuriko, that we weren't like Mikado. But she might be right. Mikado is exactly like Akane and Tyria. They both masterminded a killing game and are responsible for the deaths of many innocent people. How can I argue that I'm any different from Mikado? So that's it, Sora. That's what you did. It's why the Kisaragi Foundation despises you. I wanted to tell you myself, but I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Sora, Sora's been exposed! What? Are you kidding me? That's so stupid. Is that not what's happening here? Final class trial is near, but you were separated you're separated rather than unified. What a big development before the trial. You again. How many times are you going to show your ugly face here? Trying to have a serious talk with Sora. You're mistaken. I'm not here to intervene with your conversation. I came here to make an announcement. What? Since Monochrome is missing, I have to make the broadcast. Monochrome's announcement facilities are held in the control room. Can you see the microphone during your investigation? Yeah, it is right there. Hello, testing. Can you hear me? The time has finally come. Everyone who's... Oh, crap. The entrance to the trial grounds is located on the first floor of the Monochrome. Please don't be late. What do y'all think of my Monochrome impression? I don't care. Just go away. You don't seem to be in a good mood. But folks, the past is behind you. The class trial is about to begin, so please focus on that for now. I know! Come on, Sora. What? What are you confused about? The class trial was about to start. Aren't you going? Yeah, I'm going, but... Yuriko, I can tell you want to tell me something. I do, but it's not the time for that. What? But... We've already talked about this. I don't care what's already happened. The investigation is over for now. We have to head over to the Doomsday Room. I can't worry about all this now. But... Let's not do this now. We'll talk about this after it's all over. Of course, after we've defeated that monster Mikado and are safe in the real world. We'll figure this out then, okay? Yuriko. What? Thank you. You're always there for me. Oh my gosh. Sora, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not forgiving you. It's not that I'm even worried about you. I'm doing this for me. I guess I'm being selfish, but that's how I feel. What? No, forget about it. I'm sorry about that. I sounded weird. Let's go. We don't want to be late. Yeah. Hey, you, wait a minute. You know, as someone once said, Saibai Trashimoto. Yeah, that's your name, huh, Saibai? You're working for Mikado. It's not like that. Business is business. So have the money you collected during this game, right? You talking about the Crow cards? Yeah, them. If you're interested, I'm selling all my stock right now at a special price. Are you serious? The final class trial is about to begin and you're still trying to do business? There's still shit I gotta sell on. If you're interested, just talk to me. Are you for real? You can buy skills. Okay, this is actually good, yeah. So let me buy these. It's good that I went back to him then, actually. No, that really doesn't help. Yeah, that's good. You know what, I'll just buy everything. Why not? Whatever. Just give me a Saibai. Freaking piece of garbage. Whatever, man. Whatever. Alright. Oh my god! Dude, I move so fast! Oh my... Okay, alright. Let me save. Oh wait, I can't. This is the last time we have to do this. We've got to keep our spirits up somehow. Let's go. The entrance to the trial grounds. It's the last time I'll have to go through this door. Will Mikado win or us? I guess we'll see the result. I think the others are already inside. I can't see anyone else around here. So are you ready? Let's go. Yoroko and I nodded together. Slowly, I began to open the door to the trial grounds. Huh? What? Yoroko, where are you? I can't see anything. What is this light? What is happening? What? Someone is calling to me. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. No, stop. It's you. Stop. Stop. What are you trying to say? I can't hear you. Yeah, it's good I can't hear you. Nah. Nah, go away. Go away. We don't like you. Wait. Don't go. Nah, go. Go. Sora. Don't. No. Why? Oh my god. Utsuro is bad news. Ah. Oh my. Okay. Huh? Everyone's here. I'm in the trial grounds? Sora. Yoriko. Do you remember anything? How did we get into this courtroom? Oh, you're both here. Alright. Alright, you sure have some guts trying to talk to us. For real. Yoriko, wait a minute. Everyone's here. Yuki! Yuki! Dude, what? Yo! What happened to him? Yuki! Center of the courtroom where Monocro was usually sat on the huge chair was Yuki sitting silently with his head bowed. After all this time we finally found him. His gaze was the same as when we met him with Mikado in the Singularity. Yuki! Dude! Yuki! Yuki, look at him. Is he still unconscious? Didn't Mikado move his consciousness somewhere else? That doesn't make sense. That still doesn't make sense. Help me. What? What? Someone please. Someone help me. What is wrong with him? Yuki. Sora? You're here to save me. Yuki, you're looking awfully 2D today. Why are there two Yukis? What happened? Who are these people? What happened to my body? Wait! He literally took... That... Whatever. Why is my body just lying there? Okay, not whatever, but... What the hell? What is this? Yuki, why do you look so digital? I don't know what happened. We lost the class trial, and during my execution, I just lost consciousness. And when I woke up, I was trapped in a strange place, and there was nothing around me. It was so scary, I didn't know how long I was going to be trapped there for. Yuki, wait, we'll get you out of there soon. It seems you're all here. Ah, great. Welcome, everyone, to the final class trial. Mikado. Mikado, explain yourself. What's happened to Yuki's body? His body? Didn't I explain it to you last time? I took his conscience. That doesn't make sense! I don't know how many times I'm gonna say. It does not make sense. Don't worry. Although it seems strange, he's perfectly safe, I can assure you. His brain is simply in another space. I'm not worried about that. I can't even move. Why is this happening to me? Why am I trapped here? It's because your body belongs to Utsuro. You were just borrowing. No, that's not. This is just a virtual world. That body's just an avatar. Can you stop making such a fuss about it? This isn't funny. That is my body. What are you doing to my body? Give it back. I want my body back. Don't worry, I'll return it to you. We made a deal after all. You said that when this is over, Utsuro would take over my body. Give me my body back now. Get me out of here. Yuki, calm down. How do you expect me to calm down? It's my body. I can't be calm when someone's trying to take my body from me. Do you know how it feels to see your own unconscious body? Your own unconscious body? I know exactly how it feels. Yeah, she actually does. So, what? I'm the same, Yuki. I know what it feels like more than anyone. Sora. Don't worry, Yuki. Everything's happening in a virtual world. This isn't over yet. We can take it all back with our own hands. But how? I don't have a body. I can't even move. So how am I supposed to be able to defeat Mikado like this? Don't give up. As long as we endure this to the end, we will find a way. No matter what happens, I will save you, Yuki, and everyone else too, I promise. What a touching speech from our dear Sora. Dude. Okay, I'm really excited for this, I'm gonna be honest, but what? I have so many questions. I was wondering how to calm down Yuki when he's in such a panic state, and you've done it for me. Thank you. Shut up. So when are we starting? I'm bored. You have the sheer audacity of him. I'm bored? Are you kidding me? You can start immediately. Everybody go to your assigned stands, please. It's so weird that Rei and Kinjo are in a class trial. I'm so glad everybody made their own resolutions and gathered in this trial ground to defeat me. You've all investigated, right? Let's start the final class trial. Wait, final class? Why is there another class trial? Did somebody die? We'll give a quick explanation of what. Oh yeah, Yuki didn't investigate. I'll give a quick explanation of what we will be discussing when the class trial starts, so you're not confused. What do we get for clearing the trial? Do I get to live? Do I get my body back? Yuki, I understand that you're confused, but try to calm down. If you're acting like this, we can't focus. We're here to save you. That's the goal of this trial. Sorry, I didn't ask before, but who are you? What? Oh yeah, he hasn't seen her. Yuriko? You're Yuriko? You look completely different. I'm sorry I look so different. It's not really that important, but now you know who I am. It's okay, Yuki. I didn't recognize her either. You'll get used to it eventually. So we have Yuriko, Sora, Araha, Mikado, Saibai, and these two are from the Kisaragi Foundation? Why don't the class trial just turn into common chit-chat? Can we get started already? We need to rush Saibai. We need to give Yuki time to fully understand the situation first. Think of this as a warm-up, since you won't have any time to relax when the trial starts. In that sense, everybody please keep talking. Does anybody have anything to say? No. Yuki Maeda. Yeah? Are you from the Kisaragi Foundation? I apologize. This work has become truly deplorable. Please accept my condolences. The Kisaragi Foundation will save you. Just be patient. Dude, you were just saying you were gonna give up on him last episode. What are you talking about? That's all you have to say? A real professional you are. Do you really have nothing else to say? You truly are a different person, Mr. Kinjo. Shut up and start this. Okay, I'll not drag on this for too long. Let's get started. Due to the absence of Monochrome, I'll give the explanation myself. Hope you can all follow along. This is our final class trial. I don't know the real reason for this class trial, but Mikado still has something he wants to achieve. It's not just Yuki. We're all in danger of bringing Utsuro back to life. Dude, I said this. He is bad news. If he comes back, we're screwed. We have to stop it. I literally said... Jeez. So many people have died. Despite the various degrees of good and evil, all of them have died because of Mikado Sennoji. If we let Mikado get away with this, there'll be more victims. That's why we have to put a stop to this. We can't save those who have fallen. The dead have already left us and can't return. But we could still save us survivors. Utsuro. If you're here, what would you do? Would you save Yuki, who hurt you so much? Who you hurt so much? You who are indifferent to everything, would you even do anything? As someone who's been saved by you, I think I might be going too far by trying to speak for you, but I still got to fight for the truth. I don't know what's going to happen to my body on the outside. I don't know what the future holds for us, and there's no guarantee we can beat Mikado. However, I will still fight. Not as Akane Tyra, not as Sora, but as the me who's standing here right now. Yes. Sora is the best protagonist. Yes. Yes, I would like to save. Okay. We're going to stop here. Next time, we're going to do the class trial. It will be the final episode. Y'all excited? Y'all ready for this? Because I am. If you guys are excited, please hit that like button. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this, dude. I'm so ready for this. It's been a long journey. We're finally here. But next time, we'll finally defeat Mikado. I hope so. I hope. But, yeah. See y'all next time. See ya.
You win. Perfect.